Hours of power. Debates. Open your mind.
So, a community is where you control your voice, control your commerce, control your education, you control your house. We don't control none of that. We live in a hood. Well, what about the Negroes that get out? My cousin, he's a multi-millionaire, almost got $1 billion. Great PhDs, working on 2 more. Driving down the street in Chicago in his Rolls Royce, enjoying himself, and he hit his sirens and looked to the mirror and see this cop on flashing lights. He squeezed the steering wheel, man. Heart beats fast. But he knows the price of a Negro, what it could be. And then when that cop car passing by, he said, thank God, he wasn't after you in the first place. That Negro thing, you can't get university. They wasn't coming after you. With all your failures, with your road bars, with your PhD, didn't help. That's the hood. Why do you think you never pick up the paper trees over and over? See white families accept thousands of black cops in America. Why don't you see white families cry as black cops? Y'all my love one point. I put the back of the head. Why do you think black cops are sick? You think they're more spiritual? Think they're better? No. They got enough sense to know that white people are crazy. And I will stop in our neighborhood with reasons why we were not tolerant. Now, if we were organized, which is hard to organize people who are just run crazy, you don't know you're crazy. But if we were, with the money we have, and the many people who would come to our aid that don't know what it's like to be a Negro, and we said, look, if we don't get a federal law to deal with police brutality, at any time a cop or anybody carry a gun have to have a license just like you do to drive a car. And if you use it wrongly, you'll lose your license. And if it's uphill, you can never work again as a cop, a store guard, a private detective. Now, how do you get Congress to protect you? You take the economic power, and you call on your friends, black, white, young, and old, and say, it's coming critical. If we don't have a federal law to outlaw police brutality by law, we call it a nationwide foreign copy Christmas. It will start on Thanksgiving. 79% of all retail in America happens between Thanksgiving and Christmas. People stay in business all year, lose money just for Christmas. Well, what happened? Traffic guys, Georgia, trees over, West House. They will get the bill, and all they got to do is make one phone call. And say, Harry, the senator, I want that bill pushed through in 3 days. Okay, economic. But we have the power, but the system has wiped us out so bad.
Open your mind.
And peace, folks. Welcome back to another edition of the Proper Thought series right here on the old TPOT YouTube page. I'm your host, X, of course, but you knew that already. That's why your black asses is here. Tonight, of course, debate night, Wednesday night. And I must say, full disclosure, these are two of my favorite debaters on here tonight. They are both undefeated up here on the old TPOT YouTube page. So tonight, someone will be taking their first L. Yeah, that's happening tonight. Two undefeateds squaring off in the digital squared circle. And of course, y'all see the topic. The topic is, should brothers marry young? All right, it's going to be good. But before we get started, y'all already know how we do it. I always start the show off with thanking you folks, man. You good folks up in here. You good folks watching, man. I always start off with thanking y'all, man, for y'all, the way y'all support this channel, man. Watching this channel, man, your subscriptions, your follows, your likes, your shares, your views, and of course, the coins that you drop on this channel. I received a couple cash apps today at like 2:00 this afternoon. I wasn't even on. Those are the type of people, man, that follow this channel. I mean, I don't know what to say, man. I mean, y'all people, man, the way y'all support this channel, man, it's just outstanding. I mean, this channel has grown because of all of you, and you don't have to do it, okay? You don't have to watch these damn videos. You don't have to show up to these damn streams every week, and you damn sure don't have to drop your hard-earned coins on this platform, but you choose to do so. And for that, I'm grateful. I'm honored. I'm appreciative, man, and I'm humbled by the support. Because when y'all support this channel, y'all are supporting the platform, and ultimately you're supporting me. So I just want y'all to know, like the beginning of every show, I want y'all to know, man, that I appreciate y'all good folks, man. I do. All right. So let's get on with it. Y'all already know how it goes down. My debaters are here. My timekeeper, I don't know where the hell he at, but my debater already in the house. But before we get started, y'all know we always got to do this, and I hate the fact that I have to do it, but I must. I must because, you know, repetition is y'all know the rest. But I will say this. Fans of Brother BMT, or WVN as he goes by now, fans of Brother WVN will not disrespect Brother Ramil. Fans of Brother Ramil will not be disrespecting WVN. And you will not be disrespecting my timekeeper either. All right? And it goes for everybody, because the old Streamlabs bot is on duty. So you might get one word out before
it is ended.
And it goes for you ladies too. You get no respite either. You get one word out before
Brutality. It is ended.
all right? So just watch the damn debate and enjoy the damn debate. All right? All right. Let me bring in my folks. Brother Ramil. Brother BMT. And of course, we got a celebrity timekeeper, none other than my man, Brother Supreme King Coon. What's good with it, brothers?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
What's going on? What up? What up?
Good. What's good? What's good? What's good? I know all of y'all know the rules because y'all are veterans here at TPOT, but let me explain the rules to the folks who may not know what they are. We start off with opening statements. Each debater will have 7 minutes to lay out their premise, okay? Then after that round, we go into something called the rebuttal round. The rebuttal round, every debater gets 5 minutes for their rebuttals. We do that for a little while, maybe take a little break. Then we come back to something called rapid fire. In rapid fire, there are no clocks, no timekeeper. The brothers get to engage mano a mano directly. We do that for a little while. Then after that, we do closing arguments, which are 7 minutes. And if the brothers have time after that, we do the poll. Then we take questions from the chat room. All right. All right. So I do believe that Brother BMT is the affirmative and Brother Ramil is the negative. So that means Brother Ramil will go first. Timekeeper, can I have 7 minutes on the clock, please?
Got you. Whenever you're ready, Ramil.
Ramil, you up?
Okay, cool. I just don't understand. Oh, man. Black men who are successful and on their way up should not be getting married at all, whether old or young. The institution is very flawed. The man is putting all his assets at risk. We already know that females initiate majority of the divorces. The family court system messes up everything for the man once the arrangement is over with. The third-party arrangement with the state. The behavior of the women, more women are cheating now than ever, according to the data. Women are looking for new sexual partners after being in the newlyweds after just 12 months. And then you want to talk about should we get married young? I mean, if you are going to get married, at least get married when you're old and you're out of it. Like Alan Roger Curry, who's older, got him a young girl. But you're talking about getting married while you're young? That's even worse. So now the girl's going to be around the same age as you. So she's going to age faster. You know, man's sexual value goes up as he gets older. Women's go down. Why you want to marry young? That means you're going to marry the girl same age as you or around that same age. And you guys are going to grow old together? No. You at least want to be older and she be younger. I mean, just for the sexual market value aspect right then and there. You want to get married while you're young, while you're still finding yourself, while you're still going about your career, learning about your career, while you're still in the beginning phase of your career, as you're still growing as a man. You want to get locked down as you're still discovering yourself, as you're still discovering the world and learning about new things, learning how to make money, learning how to be financially free and independent. How you gonna do that spending money on somebody else? When you're a young man, you're supposed to be working hard. You're supposed to be experiencing life, enjoying things, experiencing multiple females. A young 2-year-old man? No, let him live life. Let him do what he does. That's a female's supposed to get married young. Because they're the ones who have no time. They're the ones who have a biological clock. A man doesn't have that. So if you do want to get married, damn, do it when you're old. But live life and enjoy your vitality and vigor as a young man. We already know that marriage statistically fails the man. We already know that marriage doesn't benefit the man in any tangible way in this society. But now you want to talk about getting married while you're young? Man, come on. You can't be doing that. That's the worst advice you can give a young man. Enjoy your life. Focus on your career. Get your resources up. Live a full life. Experience the world. And then when you get older, okay, and more seasoned, and you start to, slow down physically, then maybe you can settle down if that's what you want to do. But no, enjoy your money. Don't give anybody else control over your shit, because that's what you're doing when you get married. I thought we've been over this multiple times. There's not even an argument. There's no point. childless and married and single people are more happier in this day and age. Studies been done on that. That was brought up on the last debate with SKC, which I did bring the data. So it's just like, what's there to argue? You shouldn't be getting married as a black man. You already got a whole system on your head in the first place. Why add another one? Why add the state to it? Especially as a young man. Especially as a young man. I can't believe this. This is another debate that it shouldn't even be a debate, but it's cool. You're not even fully developed. Your brain's not even fully developed to 25 and after. You're not even physically fully developed until 25 and after. A lot of things you don't even know. It's a lot of people don't even know about females fully until they get to the older age, with the few exceptions to the rules. They don't even know how to talk to them and deal with them like that. That's why they get manipulated and get sucked out of their resources so much. Such as the young man that Superhead got a hold of. Got him for everything now. The young tech. No, man, you gotta wait till you get older until you really have an understanding of the opposite sex before you decide to do anything with them long term, if that's the direction you want to go to. But not as a 20-year-old, not as a 21-year-old man. Fuck no. Worst decision you can make. That's it for right now.
All right. How much time did he have left, timekeeper?
A minute 57.
Are you seating that time, Brother Ramil?
How much time I have left?
A minute 57.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm good.
Brother BMT, do you want that time?
Sure.
All right. Give it to him, timekeeper.
All right, 8:57 on the clock. Whenever you're
Brother
ready.
BMT, you up?
I really didn't feel too much into talking about marriage with the Negro, because we know this is a said lost art and cause around our type of people. Like it's just something that it's just lost. Let's just be honest, man. Like, we listen to it where one of the main things I keep hearing in these set spaces is power. We need power. We need leaders. We need somebody to do this and do that. But I'm like, well, damn, how are you going to talk about power if you don't even have no kind of power or establishment over the home? And so it's crazy because other said groups, they don't have to get on YouTube and beg and talk about power and have to teach their young men on how to do these said things. Why? Because they already got that. They're doing it. We're talking to the best culturalist nation right now. So it's no surprise why it's so easy to drop the Negro in the streets. It's no surprise why your woman is out there tricking. It's no surprise why y'all compare yourself to statistics and multicultural media and all that stuff, because you don't got no fathers. You don't got no mothers. You're bastards. So you don't have nothing to really stand on, because you're a failed generation. And everybody knows that. So I'm trying to talk to the blind. I am an anomaly. That's why I get why I was never going to ever be accepted in these spaces. Because the black is not accepted in type of spaces. Black is not accepted. Y'all know my statistics? The same statistics that was telling you you're supposed to be dead by 21. The same statistics telling you that you were super. The same that all of a sudden that black man that you're smart enough to read or see in the dark, or you pretend enough, or compared you to monkey. Now y'all want to run statistics now? The same statistics that help a lot of different other cultures get off of murder for shooting y'all, but now y'all want to run with statistics? Let there be something about or doing something, really running stuff in the home. Your own doggone net always being denied of you. You see, this is why I don't get these said talks anymore. This is why it amazes me. Nobody goes to the black man anymore. Not for money. Not for power. Nobody looks to y'all for power. If this is the talk as far as you can go about chasing money, then no wonder why they got y'all out there shucking and driving and wearing dresses and stuff. But they know doggone well, guess what? It's better to talk to the woman. Like I said, this is a convoluted, watered down. I get why Ramilla's tired of talking about this. I don't blame him. I'm not trying to preach or bring any of y'all to the light. I am fine with whoever wants to stay in the dark. Stay your ass out there in the damn dark. I'm getting tired of hearing 8-hour goddamn panels about why can't you get any respect as a black man? Why don't that woman want to fuck with you? I get it now. I get it to a passion. You can't teach culture to something that never knew or ever had culture. When you're telling me battle rap is your culture, I know you're lost. When you're telling me twerking and goddamn failure is your culture, I know you're damn lost. They steady feeding y'all pig scraps and bullshit. But let us talk about doggone independence and doggone stuff. See, whenever they show the marginal of family excellence, they don't show the black man. They don't show you. They don't show you and a black woman. They don't even show y'all even doing anything proper or functional. They'll show a gay couple before they'll show you. They can't even show y'all raising kids. Y'all talking about only thing y'all good for being essential workers and picking up trash and flipping burgers and shit. Talking about tech. And I'm not even talking about the high grade tech where you're actually doing stuff on the level 4 security clearance. I'm talking about goddamn working at a call center shit. I've seen these arguments and I've seen these conversations. I know all the metric data that y'all pull up. I've beaten it. I run my shit. I control my networks. I talk to black men. Y'all talking about y'all want to get women when y'all older? All right. You talking about those older men that be running around saying hands up, don't shoot and shit? The same men that doggone be talking about, damn it, why won't that black woman respect me? Why is she waiting for, I want her to be a virgin and shit? Come on now. Is that y'all going to be y'all best network of work that y'all going to throw? Talking about that y'all waiting for a woman to be nice and tight? But then y'all get mad when all of a sudden the women go gay. They're like, well, damn, how long I gotta wait for this Negro? We understand that these women out here doing their own goddamn thing because they don't see no man trying to push and enforce order. And the men that are doing it, they're not out here on these streets. They're not out here on YouTube. They definitely ain't out here on those social medias and shit. Black people like dysfunctionality, but that's what some of y'all are bred to do. Y'all don't know nothing about no goddamn order or power because y'all was stripped of it. First thing that they did from you was rape you in front of your woman, and then after that, beat her to death and rape her and impregnate her in front of you and say, take care of that bastard child. So all you could do was just sit there and take it. I watch a black man literally, emotionally, batterly say, well, that's culture, how they talk about raping children on the stage, and all the black men held their head down and smiled like they were dogs. Why? They don't know shit about family. That's why the Latin people don't like y'all coming around. That's why the Arabs don't even want y'all coming in their goddamn stores. And that's why the Chinese people tell you to hurry up and get the fuck out. Y'all ain't going, like I said, man, I'm not trying to put nobody onto no shit now. This culture, talking about getting married young, the reason why other cultures, they do, because they already know what we are building. See, when a young married, guess what they have around? Community. That's their government. They have a community that helps them save up money to go get into a house, get vehicles, get a set job. All the Negro guys is the goddamn government and a goddamn woman that dog gonna say, damn nigga, pick up your shit and get it together. But understand, some of y'all were raised by a single parent. But all you know was you're raised to be soft. Hopefully somebody leave you around. But hey, I get it, man. I had the same problems too. Only thing different about it was I got tired of eating shit. Got tired of that damn shitty ass roach infested goddamn trailer. I busted my ass. I got tired of laying around that damn broad up in that goddamn hotel, laying on her mattress and shit, making little penniless dollars. But to some people, that's winning. Getting able to call up a chick and have her come over and shit. I guess so. I end my time, man. Let's get this shit started. And I'm not looking up any facts. I'm going straight off of my heart. Let's get this shit started, man.
All right, there's 42 seconds left. I don't know if you want to see that or.
Nah, let's go.
Hey, X, I think you're muted, X.
Oh, my bad. I'm looking down here. I see 92 of you in here. 93. Why the hell I only got 42 goddamn likes? Come on. You're in here. The least you can do is hit the goddamn like button. Every week we go through this. Well, we didn't go through it last week, but every week besides last week, we go through this shit. Now I got 100 of y'all in here. The least you can do is hit the damn like button, man. Come on. And hit that goddamn Cash App too, if you're feeling generous. All right, so now we are going into the we're going into the rebuttal round. Look at me getting ahead of myself. We're going into the rebuttal round where the debaters get 5 minutes apiece. We left off with brother BMT. So, timekeeper, 5 minutes on the clock, please.
5 minutes there, Ramil. Whenever you're ready, bro.
Okay, so
Ramil, you up?
It's crazy, man. Why are you talking about you talking about statistics are we shouldn't listen to statistics because statistics say I'm supposed to be dead by 21. No, statistics don't say that. Statistics say that a portion of black men die by 21, but that's not every one of us. I mean, let's not try to downplay statistics. This is the problem. Dang, black people, niggas hate numbers. That's why we're in the situation we're in right now. Niggas hate numbers. I'm going to use statistics because they are a good guiding factor when it comes to making decisions in my life. We want to talk about power and resources. In this day and age, the power is in having control of your resources. When you get married, you relinquish control to the state, to your female, and even to your children at times. Then you have nothing tangible that benefits you from being married. See, the problem is that marriage is becoming outdated. This is why marriage rates are at an all-time low right now. That's according to the Wall Street Journal. Just came out. Marriage rates are at an all-time low because it's not necessary for survival. And men are understanding that they don't benefit from it. They don't. This is why, the men control the marriage. They're the one who asks, well, will you marry me? They're not doing that no more. Because men are waking up. The family system is outdated. There's going to be a new way of raising children and a new way of family structure in the future. That's what's coming. You guys are holding on to old ideals. That's why you keep getting finessed, keep getting raped in divorce court, because you guys are holding on to an outdated structure. See, what you don't want to realize, what you don't want to realize. Okay, there's sluts and their hoes, and you guys don't want to accept the fact. Especially you slightly older men, you got to understand this woman today is a whole nother type of female. It's a whole nother type of female today. She has social media, dating apps, access to dick after dick after dick. She's going to get some. You maybe you're going to find out, maybe you're not. And the men get married normal in other cultures. So I don't know what you're talking about. Men don't get married young. When they're young, they're becoming a man. And for the most part, they get older when they get married when they're older to younger women. All right? But either way, the family structure is changing, man. And men, you don't have to give up your legal right to live just to be married or be with somebody if you want to do that. If you want to do that, don't involve the state. But especially not as a young man, you're not mature enough. You haven't been through enough. You haven't seen enough. Why are we telling young men to get married while they're young? That's asinine. You said it yourself, man. You're not bringing facts. You're coming from the heart. Well, marriage is a business decision. You cannot come from the heart when it comes to a business decision. You have to think logical. And men are getting screwed over by marriage. They're not getting anything out of it. They're not even getting sex. They're not even getting blowjobs. 38% of marriages are sexless. Not even getting blowjobs. You gonna tell me that's worth risking all my assets on? I can't even get my balls licked when I want to. You want to talk? What? I mean, she starts to let herself go. You're 30 years old. She's 30 years old. You're starting to look better, look stronger. She's starting to depreciate. Come on, man. And let alone all the other stats against this, man. Don't even get me started, man. You come emotionally. You come with emotions. All right? This is a logical decision you have to make. And after centuries of studies, it's now realized that men don't benefit from it. And the females don't even want to do it. They want to be thoughts and thought around too. Let them do it. Give them their freedom. You have yours. Worry about your money. Worry about your paper. Worry about your freedom. Live a good life. Because as soon as you give it all up for one female, you're gonna be mad. You're gonna be mad. You're gonna be like, what did I get? What did I get myself into, man? That Disney movie shit. 50% of marriages end in divorce anyway. 70% of marriages initiated by females. What are you doing? Why are we telling men to do stuff like that? Look at those numbers right then and there. That's just doesn't make sense. But you got it. I'll relinquish the rest.
All right. How much time do you have left, timekeeper?
6 seconds.
All right. 5 minutes on the clock, please. Sir.
Whenever you're ready.
Brother BMT, you up?
Right. So I'm very curious on when we're talking about numbers, because I've been to other said countries, Afghanistan, Iraq, China, different other said countries, Africa, continents. And I've seen weddings, men getting married off, and they families are setting them up, into going into practices of carpentry, cutting, military and everything, and they're taking on a bride, and she's doing stuff for the household, and he is providing and bringing home money. These men, they literally, but see, the thing about it, again, we're talking about, we're comparing ourselves to American culture. Now, it's interesting when we talk about, the women, and we it's natural we want to bring this into, the women, because the government, for as much as we like bringing this in, they know that why depend on a man that literally is looking for me to run to a bigger daddy, and that's the government. I mean, that's on you. Again, I picked a woman that literally honored and follows me and my said goals and my intentions. There are other men in my network that I am with. We don't have these arguments or these problems. But I guess I found it here in this said space. I came to be around men of power and influence. Most of the men that I know in said spaces or doing things, they are married. They are most men that have businesses or running property or management or different stuff like that, they have family. I'm I'm trying to understand, when he's talking about, the sexualization, most of the time, if the father and the mother are in attack and they're in the home, listen, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing about it. One person, if she listens to Beyonce, Cardi B, Megan City, listen, I guess that's somebody y'all choosing. Like this is the thing about it of a young man that has his father and his mother in his life, and he's seeing functionality. So he's going to possibly, and most likely, he's going to go set out to look for something that literally said, yo, what mom and dad got is working out. And usually that involves courting. That usually involves bringing your mate around the house for your mother, because your mother's gonna ask, let me see her. The father should be asking his daughter, well, bring him by. I want to talk to him. You see, that's what happens when corresponding families meet up and they actually start building networking. You know, I mean, that's literally, if we had a functioning of a community or society, then these said problems weren't that big of a deal, because literally we had those things going on. See, back then, black people were able to do that. They were getting married young. And they were out and they were lasting the stand of time. If you go ahead and ask them, they say, yeah, I got married when I was young. Your grandfather was 18 or 17, and I was doggone 15. And you got to understand, like, listen, it just, when we look at these said things, the black people didn't have a set system. They weren't following on no set system. She trusted that man and followed his leadership. Y'all say use logic, and I mean, I don't get it. Why y'all going by the said media of what society perpetuates about you? That a black man can't handle his own home. That a woman, you know, she got to be that hoe of the thought. If you don't want to mess with a certain type of woman, don't mess with her. I don't understand that. Ain't nobody trying to tell you turn a hoe into a housewife. That's you. And if that's what you like to deal with, if that damn Popeye chicken pussy, that's on you. Then you get your set results. But everybody ain't out here fucking around with that shit. Some brothers don't even talk to women that don't got shit going for themselves. You see, because if you had a father, your father will be putting you on and teaching you how you need to move about as a man. Your mother will be telling you the proper course of females to watch out for. So they will be training you and already be setting up with another network of family, like my friend. Shout out to Kahim. Time is up.
Time's up.
Damn. Go ahead, man. Let's hurry up and get this shit out.
All right. Timekeeper, 5 minutes on the clock, please.
Whenever you're ready, Ramil.
Brother Ramil, you up?
Yeah, okay. So look, man. Look, the black family structure, the family structure is becoming outdated. It's not necessary, okay? And black men do not have any tangible benefits from engaging in this practice in 2020. Back then, yes, the nuclear family structure was very well, yes. But now that the man, when he engages in it, all of this power is taken away. I don't understand. Why do you want to give your power away? You keep coming up with all these things. You keep talking about. You got a family unit is going to be brought up in a different way in the future.
Hold on a second. Stop the clock. Stop the clock for a second, timekeeper. Brother Ramil, you kind of going out, and you're like out for like 5-6 seconds. So I don't know if it's something going on with your mic or something like that, but you're going out. And you're out for like 5-6 seconds, so we can't hear. We can't hear the whole point.
Okay. Oh, what about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you good now.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So yeah, what I was saying, man, is that, yo, man, why are we telling men to risk their lives, man? This not necessary. Don't get any tangible benefits from marriage. You want to do all this, drop $250,000 for every child just for a thank you, daddy. Thank you. No. Okay. Keep your own agency right now. This is not the time, especially with the market going up and down. We don't know what industries are coming in the future. Right now, it's the time to hold off on your seed and that marriage stuff right now. All right. But either way, man, the men have been risking their lives and they've understood that it's fucked up to do. So that's why the marriage rate is at an all-time low, bro. I don't understand, man. Getting married young, the man is still in development. You haven't told me why a man should give up developing to become married. Why should a man why should a man get married while he's still developing as a man? You haven't answered that. And I'm telling you, there's no tangible benefit for this, man. People, it's just I don't know, man. I just this marriage thing, man. It's already proven. It's already been proven to be detrimental. How many more men have to get messed up in the court in the American system? Then you want to talk about vet the female, as if that culture is not the main thing going on right now. As if that culture is not the main thing you're going against. All females are influenced by it. They're all twerking. Even the good girl. On top of that, the fact that your female can literally, if you leave her unattended for 15 minutes, she can get some dick you not even know about it. I think we underestimate how promiscuous women are and what they do. 1/3 of babies are considered paternity fraud. They're not even the child's father, the so-called father. Paternity fraud at 30%. You talking about getting married? You're gonna take those odds? So you're gonna take the 50% divorce rate odd, the 1 in 3 paternity fraud odd, the 70% that she would initiate divorce odd. Why are we taking all these odds? We could just live a comfortable life and be independent and be free. Why? When life is so good as a man, you can literally have the world at your fingertips. The world. But you want to tell young men to just throw away all their potential for one female who's probably going to do them in anyway. Especially if she a bad chick. I mean, if you're talking about, because most men want a bad chick. So if you're talking about getting married to like a 7 and above, well, you're going to have problems. Especially if you're trying to get her to submit and do all the other shit, man. It's 2020. So if she look good, it's going to be even harder. So just enjoy life. It's never yours. It's your turn. It's never yours. It's your turn. Accept that. Stop looking for the Disney World fantasy. It's over with. Just because you might be an anomaly, the exception don't make the rules. There might be some marriages. There are some marriages that are working, but that's not the majority of them. The exception does not make the rule. If you're a young man, enjoy your life, get your certifications, get your education, make money, stack your bread, get out of debt, own everything, and use these females as recreation. Do not marry them. All right, or do it alibi. Marry them when you goddamn 60, when you done lived all your full life, and get some young chick to just do it like that. But as a man, you're supposed to conquer. That settling down shit would take away that drive, that edge. You know, that's it, man. I'll see the rest.
He had 21 seconds left.
I don't know if BMT wants that or not. Do you want that?
No, I'm good.
All right. 5 minutes on the clock, please. Brother BMT, you up?
Yeah, he said American culture. And we already know American culture, granted, literally is a bastardized, enabling culture that encourages lying, deceit, promiscuity, pretty much adultery up to no means. I mean, god dang, literally where women set up men and men get drunk and beat women. And literally, we I guess, we've been told to take on other said ideologies and stuff of those, of the culture. And the thing about it is, but I'm trying to predominantly speak to us as black men. You have never properly ever been able to run your own environment effectively. Because the times you've done that, everybody has got to step in and say, no, not like that. You need to change that up. Now, granted, whenever we had it where young brothers would go by and said, hey, I would like to court your daughter. Granted, I mean, you're going by thought culture. Mind you, when they had Teen Mom for the white women, they made sure that they got them married off to having nice families and all that said shit. They gave y'all Housewives of Atlanta and all that crazy said shit of showing black men that running businesses, but getting with ghetto thoughts. So they showed that they were showing and perpetuating to y'all that the African American Negro cannot handle running and managing a family. They can't handle money, can't handle power. So they will put that perpetuation of indoctrination of fear. Whenever they show the Italian mafia, their family, their groups, their networks, the Chinese triad, the Zoe Nation, like when they show other groups, they have these set networks and stuff. The closest family that most blacks know is the said streets or the gangs. So whenever they showed you having a family, they always showed it in dysfunction. They always showed it where you're not allowed to be around and get to be a man. So when it comes to the black man talking about, hey, you can't have a family, that's holistically what they want to keep hearing you say. That's why when it comes to doggone getting certain permits, rights, billing done for y'all, they know like, well, shit, you can't even control. Mind you, what do you think they were saying to those guys trying to get reparation? They were asking them about the said community. And the community is built up of what? Families. And y'all saying, well, the black family is all destroyed and dead. So when y'all say that, so y'all saying that there is no such thing as black success, that we can't ever make it, that we can't build, that literally that only thing that reigns supreme around y'all is dysfunction. Then why do y'all have the manosphere? Why do y'all have Stream Team? Why do y'all have all these set talks about black men going up and doing big things and moving to another level? Because if you're saying that literally family is a set dead thing, then why do we talk about how to deal with women? Because what that is, you're literally trying to teach a man how to properly vet and deal with women. That's something that you should have learned at home, not get on said YouTube and have to go to other said people. And I'm watching grown men, and there's no shame about it, but I get it. But what you should have already have learned at home, you're not learning. You're not. Y'all was so literally go with what other people say about you on said social media. Why you think literally you won't find that real? You won't find other groups, other minority groups on here complaining publicly about their men and women like you will about the blacks. Mind you, they don't try to shut down your channels. Any other group, they will shut down those types of channels. Their culture will shut them down. But they don't mind you blacks saying that. Why? Because they understand. Oh my God, I hate that fucking clock, boy.
Yeah, 5 minutes on the clock, please. Timekeeper.
All set.
Brother Ramil, you up?
Man, you know. Oh man. I just look, man. Like I said, you arguing from emotions is clear as day. Marriage is a logical decision. It's a logical argument, man. I mean, I hate to be repeating the same things, but I mean, you're really arguing that a man should risk his assets for an emotional high. All right, it just doesn't make sense. If you want to have children, there's other ways you can do it. If you want to have female companionship, there's ways you can do it without risking your assets. All right, this is a new world we live in. It's a new world. Things are evolving. So just like everything else, technology, business, everything else is evolving, so is human mating. Black men want to stick. That's why we get cheated on so much. She over here meeting dudes off Instagram and Tinder. You over here trying to be a good man. It's a dead institution. Not only that, you're losing your money and your assets. You got to start over. Why are we telling men to do this? It's a simple decision. All right, live a free life. Everybody else is starting to gear towards this new way of living, and that's why you should too. Marriage rates are at an all-time low for a reason, because that type of situation and this new world we're living in don't mix. They're not conducive with each other. All right, it's not. It's just not. All right, so look, man, y'all can keep messing with this dead institution and get screwed over in court all you want. Get the alimony. You paying alimony while she sucking the next dude off. Because you know she never going to get married because she want that alimony for life. You know what I mean? We have to be smarter as men, man. Stop being pussy whipped. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Look, man. I don't see any happily married men like that. I only see them on YouTube. Y'all act like y'all don't argue with them. Y'all act like y'all life not perfect. Y'all act like y'all, you act like they be listening to y'all. Like you get on here, act. I know how women are. Y'all can't fool nobody. All right, it's no comparison. Freedom versus that, it's no comparison, man. Young black men do not need to be getting married in 2020. It's too dangerous. It's dangerous. It's a dangerous thing to do. All right? You lose control of everything. We need to stop giving up control of everything we have as black men. We sell our creations away. Then we're selling our peace of mind away. No dollar value on the peace of mind the rest of my time.
My turn.
All right. How much time did he have left, timekeeper?
148.
Are you ceding that time to BMT?
Yeah, that's cool.
Do you want the time, BMT?
Yes.
All right. Give it to him, timekeeper.
All right, 6:48 on the clock.
BMT, you up?
So when we come to it, let's attack this. The psyche or the psychological state of black men has drastically been beaten and broken in so many ways. I mean, just think about that. To get you so discombobulated to where marriage can take away your assets. Literally, you had it where one of the most powerful men, Diddy, is literally telling y'all that he's going to hold the black boat hostage. Diddy. Mind you, this man has been out there making multiple babies and getting married left and right and doing all kind of crazy shit, telling y'all that he going to hold y'all black people, y'all boats hostage. So it always amazes me whenever celebrities talk over black people. They always talk about how they can influence y'all. And I'm like, how does Diddy or Jay-Z or said people with money have so much influence over, the community like that? Now, normally, you would think a family model or family setup would have that type of influence. Okay. But we understand that social media and propaganda has that type of influence on y'all. Now, I find this very disturbing that the fact that when we look at looking for black men in said power, mind you, we saw a lot of black men pay homage to Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant. Why would a man so powerful as Kobe Bryant fight so hard to keep his marriage? I mean, granted, y'all talk about the black mamba mind, success. Why would he fight so hard to keep his relationship? Why would he fight so hard for that? That makes no sense. As well as his life was going, why would he work so hard to keep that? Respect to him. And I mean, that one time did we ever hear Kobe ever complain about that? I mean, just being honest. And he chose a really good woman, Vanessa. And they married young. I ain't say, hey, go jump as soon as you teenagers go run and get married. But there are people that build. Yes, I know. Puffy is a family man. I do know, but he does a lot of things with his sons. His son, actually, and Young Jeezy, he does things with his children. See, black men that are doing stuff properly with their power and influence, one of their biggest and successful things to do is to properly rear and raise the next generation of their lineage towards that type of power, to take over and run it. To be able to say, this is your kingdom. I want you to run it successfully, and I'm going to teach you how. Young Jeezy's son runs a suit business. He don't rap. He don't do anything like that. Most men that are properly running their children with function and a destiny literally say, hey, time for you to start learning said crafts, trades. They don't, I mean, that's the thing about it, that we don't know how to properly build. And I mean, when we're saying that family's dead, I mean, maybe dead in these said spaces, but people with functionality and doggone some type of legacy building structure, they most likely are looking. I mean, I get it. Y'all can say, well, you don't need family to build a legacy. And that, I mean, I guess that's true. I mean, I've seen plenty of stadiums and, shacks and little streets, named after people, but nobody really cares or remembers those people. Nobody really does that. I ain't never seen nobody say, damn, tomorrow let's put up some flowers for this man's street. I ain't never seen nobody run to no damn stadium, but I have seen people literally take care of their doggone relatives that have done right with them, by them. And I mean, I get some of y'all gonna say, well, naturally, when most men get old, that they get run over and they get thrown away. And I mean, you can try to use that, but see, that's a small margin of men that I know like that. I know other men that they will knock you out or kill you if you disrespected their father that's been in their life. I know men that would kill you or harm you if you try to hurt their family if they got an intact family, because they're raised. Most women will rock with a man that literally is providing and showing a set destiny of stability. That's something that has not been able to be shown in the black community. And I mean, let's just be honest, because it's always being stripped from you. We know about the crack era. We know about the hip hop marginal era that they were putting on our said people. I mean, I get it. If literally what y'all saying about doggone said sexual gratification was doing so doggone well, then literally there should be no reason why I should see so many doggone child support doggone videos, welfare videos, and doggone complaining about the said sex and doggone why people choose what they choose. But the people that functionally got their marriages intact, I don't see them up on here. I don't see them having these set arguments or these discussions. I mean, I've had things happen to me. But see, we always have it where, why did that woman choose that type of guy and literally she won't ever leave? So wait, so you're saying that there are women, if they follow by a said man's program, literally they will not depart from him no matter what. So what happens when a woman and a man are raised in a said culture of functionality and a said program that is working? They won't leave from it. They don't. But they understand that, guess what? So long as we remain in the network, guess what? We're safe. We're insured. We're good. They have something to fall on. A lot of our people don't. So, let's get that popping. I mean, yeah, I get you, Dark. I know you've been throwing a lot of stuff with the IGs and the 70% divorce rates. And that's cool. That's with America. That ain't the world, buddy.
All right. That's going to end the rebuttal round. We're going to take a short little break. Give everybody time to breathe and stretch their legs. I appreciate the super chats, Brother Darth. Brother Darth been dropping coins on this channel all night. Good look, Brother Darth. Yeah, we're going to take a little break. But before we take that break, I'm looking at this goddamn chat room. I see 123 people in here. Why the hell I only got 96 likes? Why do I only have 96 likes? What the other 33 of you in here doing? You're in here. The least you can do is hit the damn like button, folks. Come on. I mean, come on. When we come back, we're going to go into the rapid fire round. I know that's what everybody is waiting for, but we're going to take a little break. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. Hit that goddamn like button. If you're feeling generous, hit that Cash App as well. You're listening to the TPOT YouTube page, Debate Night. What's good, brother Research? I see you up there, brother. Debate Night, WVN, formerly known as BMT, versus brother Ramil Amir. Should brothers marry young? I will see you good folks on the other side of this here break. Don't go nowhere. And hit that goddamn like button for a haunt your old mammy her dreams tonight. See you on the other side.
Don't make the mistake that most of his mothers and fathers made. When I wake up in the morning, my prayer is not thank God I woke up, the Ku Klux Klan woke up this morning. The drug pushers woke up this morning. I thank God that I made another 24 hours of the most vicious, nasty, hateful, insane nation that's ever existed with my wits, without hating, without being bitter, without being. I thank God that I survived 24 hours in that type of atmosphere, with the type of amusement and friendliness. And so I would say to young folks, don't be in a state of denial of racism and sexism. But don't let them blind you. Don't teach your children that you have to be twice as good as the white. That's a wrong thing to do. That's like saying before you're black, white America has a right to change your dollar for 94 cents. But we used to get 50 cents, and before that, we used to get nothing. Young folks have to say, we don't want more change for $1. See, we want a $4 change for $1. Or this cash register will never ring again. Yes. I would also like for young blacks to understand that about 83% of our employment happen in small businesses. And if you don't have a small business, then you have nobody to work for you. And I would say to young blacks, get into entrepreneurship. We will never catch up with white America until we get into business, because there's a thing called tax write-offs. And if you have a job and come together, 10 of you, and open up a corporation and have somebody run it, you hire somebody to run it, but you have tax write-offs. 98% of people who fly first class on airplanes would not be there if that wasn't a write-off. And yet, on that first class, they gave away last year $800 million, almost $1 billion of free whiskey. But for welfare, mother asked for some apple juice for the baby. She's laughed at. So I would say entrepreneurship, and then understand that we will never survive as a group until we get into communities and not neighborhoods. A community is, I control the police, the banks, the schools, the firefighters, and I control the floor of the money. And I have no problem when I go in a Jewish neighborhood and the shop owners are Jewish, and I go into an Italian neighborhood and the shop owners are Italian. I have a problem when I come in a black neighborhood and the shop owners is not me. A Korean has a right to come in and buy my shop for $30 million more than it's worth. That's good business. But if we decide that we're not going to do business with that one, then he'll have to sell it back to a black person for $1 million. And then the money circulates, and that's how You've changed. We've been so busy dealing with the hurt and the pain and the misery and glamorizing a handful that have made it, that we have never really looked at, like they say, your role model. If you've got a role model in your house, you should follow these and thank God for something is wrong.
Yes.
And so I would say, young folks, it's not about alcohol, but it's hard for me to say that to you when a 5-year-old got to reach past mama's beer, papa's wine to get some mayonnaise. I would also say to young folks that the number one drug that will wipe you out is not cocaine, it's not heroin, it's marijuana. And they deliberately make that a recreation drug, but it stays in the muscles, it stays in the blood, and it will wipe out your memory bank. And also, this is the first time in the history of TB that TB has always been known as poor folks. It's the first time that TB is not running rampant in the ghetto. It's running rampant in middle income white America because it's the marijuana that is free, and that's no accident. And so I would just say to young folks, you have to reevaluate everything you've been taught. I would say the black folks, just because a black person is 90 years old don't mean they have wisdom, and you need to listen to them, because if you was dumb and stupid when you was 9, you dumb and stupid when you 90.
And we are back, right back here on the TPOT YouTube page. You know. Now we're going into rapid fire, folks, where the two debaters throw down mano y mano, no clock, no timekeeper. They get to directly engage. So let me bring everybody back up. All right. We left off with Brother BMT. So I guess we'll lead off with Brother Ramil. Brother Ramil, you up. Rapid fire. Pull the trigger.
Well, why are we still telling young men to get married? Why are we still pushing this failed institution that men do not benefit off of? I just don't understand. Your freedom is so much more enjoyable. And even if you want to have children, get a surrogate and remain in full legal control. We need to stop with it, man. We need to stop with this. What tangible benefit do men get from this? Why should a young man marry a young woman his age when he has a whole life ahead of him?
Okay, so pretty much you said, what tangible benefits does a man get from being with a woman or getting married? One, that's less chance of him getting STIs and STDs.
They have condoms. Why don't you guys believe in condoms?
Now, question. Hold on. Now, question. You ever heard of trichomoniasis?
Yes, I've heard of it.
Okay, so literally, and you said use condoms, correct? Right. So what about herpes?
Yes. What about them?
I mean, you can always. What if she has an open sore or cut or something like that? I mean,
what if you?
I got a question. Okay, so now you said she can take away your said resources, right?
Yes.
Okay, now I'm very interested about that. When you're saying that she can take away your said resources, would that mean that you would have to have something worth taking, right?
Yes.
You would have to have something. Now, as a business person, but you're talking about you're doing something off of a business, and if you're building up something, wouldn't she have something that you could take from her also? I'm just asking.
It depends on. Usually, men marry down.
Why would you marry down?
That's usually how in the contract of marriage works out. That's not all the time, but vast majority of the time, the men are marrying down.
Okay, so you're saying. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. So you're saying that men who can marry somebody of equal or worth some merit are marrying down and getting somebody who's not bringing anything worth of merit or have the same type of logic that they do. So literally, you're pretty much gambling yourself with somebody who's not actually contributing or cannot even contribute to building a said structure of power with you. That's almost like you literally. That's almost like you're trying to hook up a power source to you're trying to hook up something of a power, and the wattage doesn't match. Like literally, you're going to blow out that socket and destroy that wall. That wouldn't make no sense, now would it? Right?
It doesn't matter if she has anything or not. The courts are already slanted in her favor, and on top of that, regardless.
What about Adele?
What about her?
Adele, literally, her husband literally took pretty much 1/3 of her resources.
Yes, we always the anomalies. Of course, we can bring the anomalies, but that's not what's actually going on a regular basis.
Tony Braxton.
Okay, yeah, like I said, you can bring up the anomalies, but that's not what's going on. Those are the anomalies. And if a female, look, in this day and age, they're doing their own thing. They don't want to build anything with a man. They're doing their own thing.
But aren't men doing their own things also? Like, I mean, we literally have MGTOW, men going their own way, doing their own thing.
Yes, we should be doing our own thing because we tried to build with the females for the past few centuries. They don't want to do it.
Whoa! You just said literally, and you told me that literally that's something that's been dead. Now, if we came over to this country and literally that has been dead for quite a while now, of the black family household was already killed off and choked off, then how are you building to something that you weren't allowed to properly do? How could you do something that you could not properly do without said restriction on you? Then that means you never knew how to actually do it because you were never allowed to do it. Just think about it. Just think about what I'm saying, Ramil. You as a man were never fully allowed to culturally build your own type of network and source of power because literally you were already choked off since the day you were born by said certain societies. So literally whenever you try to branch off and do your own said type of thing, literally you're already going to be capped off. You're already going to have set obstacles against you. Granted, I mean, you don't have no, like, where's the trust fund for you that could have been given to you by your family? Right. Didn't the system isn't it looked up in history that literally said systems literally were stealing money from blacks out of the bank? Weren't they keeping y'all out of said housing? So literally,
okay, that's the past. What's that got to do with marriage today?
Actually, that actually does affect marriage in today, because literally, if you're starting already out from behind or under the barrel, not even at the bottom, you were already under the barrel, in the ground, in the dirt. So literally, your perception of just trying to get to said success, mind you, as bad as the market is getting, literally they kept on throwing you under the barrel. So anything you had to do to try to make a come up was already going to be hindered, or going to be told not good enough, or they will already capsize or market another man or another culture towards what you're doing, but put weights on you. Is that not true? Because you talk about black men, you're already behind. Don't you tell them that you're behind?
Yeah, but what's that got to do with getting married? If you're behind because you're not focusing on business and entrepreneurship.
Okay, so listen. If you say marriage is a business, and most families and unities grow their said business and their said structures off of fundamental marriages and culture setup, and literally teach and rear the next generation the same thing to keep on building and expanding upon that, but you will always curbed, don't you think you will already be behind? Don't you think you'll keep on being held back?
That has nothing to do.
It does. Because listen, if they retrained your woman how she should properly function with you, and they retrained you on how you should be able to properly function with your woman, don't you think that would hinder your progress on building?
But they're having the same issues, man.
Wait. Now hold on. Now that goes against what you said, Ramil.
No. The same people you're talking about is quote unquote who trained us to act this way. They having the same problems with male female dynamics because their marriage rates are low. They're not doing it.
Okay, so wait. So you're saying that they had the same set issues. Now I find that interesting.
It's similar.
Okay, hold on. Wait. So when they were showing in Michigan, white men and white women marching in there to say that we want our said freedoms and our constitutional rights and shit. Literally, when they were marching in, they were marching in as white men and white women. Where's the black counterpart of black men and black women marching in and said we want our said freedoms and our said rights given back to us? Where's that at?
I'm talking about they having the same problem as far as male-female relationships, not as far as in history and
Wait, hold on. Okay, so you're saying that male and female relationships. White women complain about white men drinking. They got a law. White men complain about literally they're not getting enough tax benefits to raise and do for their family. They got a law. What have you functionally as a black male been able to complain about, and you got something done for you to be able to progress you and be able to help you build? What have you been able to complain about and it got done for you? I'm just asking.
Look. The debate is should brothers marry young?
Okay, but hold on. Now I'm glad you said that. So let's look at the dreamers. Dreamers literally being over here have argued the fact about them being over here that they should have said opportunities as anybody else in this said country. And literally they said that my marriage, my rights, and my freedoms should be respected. So they argue the rights of family and culture being infringed upon by the country. And that literally, how can I raise a functional doggone family if I always have the government always coming in and trying to harm that? So literally that's saying that, hey, guess what? They knew that, guess what? I can't raise the next generation of young couples if I'm literally always having the government step in there. When has the black dynamic ever been able to do that? When have we ever done that? I mean, but I guess y'all trying to say getting married young is like between your early 20s, but we're talking about in your like literally your late 20s to your 30s. You're still young. You do know that, right? So I'm just
man wants to do that. If he wants to get married, man, he should be really, really fucking old.
Oh, he should be really fucking old. Okay. Yes. So what happened? So you want him to be really old?
If he wants to get married, yes. I mean, we're talking about like 55 and above.
Okay, so 55 and above for him to get married?
If he wants to do that, then he should be waiting a long time. Like he shouldn't be doing it in his years of building wealth and being a man and experiencing life in his physical, mental prime.
What is the now I got a question. So what is the amount of what is the said goal point or money that a man is trying to get? What's his goal that he's trying to reach?
It depends on that man. But I'm saying
okay. All right.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Okay, so it depends on that man. Now, me and you are both businessmen, and we know that we hit certain setbacks in doing business, correct?
Okay.
Like we know we're gonna hit. Okay, so we can have a good season, and then one day, then all of a sudden, taxes might hit us, or something might happen, or an axle might go wrong, and when you're transporting vehicles, or something might happen. So you can get setbacks, or let's say you want to actually branch out and do another business. We already know that when you're doing business, it's never a dull day. Like you're literally always trying to keep on expanding and building. So who do you trust in your said business? Like who do you trust?
You trust your business partners. You should trust your business partners and your employees.
Okay. Now that's interesting. Okay, so when we look at the Arab dynamic, the Arabs, whenever we go in their stores, we sometimes see men in there, or we might see a man with a woman, or woman might be running the register while the man is stalking and walking around, or we see different dynamics of them literally teaching. Honestly, you're saying your business partners, but literally your business partner, we have seen throughout history, said business partners have stabbed their own partners in the back. Said partners have stabbed. Hold on. You said trust your business partners, but now
wives are doing the same thing.
Hold on. Wait. Now hold on now, but you can look up an old proverb about men that work the vineyard or work the field. And literally, they give their wives the money and they go to the market and sell it and bring it right back. So that way they can hire on more workers. I've kind of seen that real time played out. Or literally, we've seen brothers that we've seen other cultures literally teach their wives the said business. And they'll open up one laundromat, teach their wife how to run that laundromat, open up another laundromat, and they'll keep on doing a chain and passing it on. Start building up a whole network of laundromats, stores, restaurants. So, but that's all within their said household, their said network. So, I'm trying to ask, what about for us when we're talking about building and starting out young? Should brothers marry young? Because literally, we've seen young brothers that literally when we had trade, they were able to get a said woman and build and also expand upon that, And I see that still going on today. But let's be honest. We know the system's not always been honest. Ain't that what you said? Hey, think people don't have to play fair? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you said that people don't have to play fair. So would it be wrong if me and my said partner teamed up against your business? Or literally I hired her to go buy a business from under you? Because people, they are more easily influenced by a woman, so they'll sell her the price if I send her in there the right way and she go get the said business and buy it from under y'all. Has that not happened? Isn't that what some cultures do? They send their women to go in, take stuff from under people's feet and bring it right back to their men. Right? That's what the Armenians do. Arabs, Asians come with money. But they start out young teaching their people the game, the network. You talk about business all the time, and you say marriage is a business. People don't fuck with the government like that when they got their own set system. Why would you want to fuck with the government now? Why would you want to put them in your set business? I'm like I said, I'm for power. I'm for structure.
Yeah, I am too. That's why I remain in resources. That's why I like to remain in control of my destiny. I don't want anybody else telling me how to live my life and what I need to be doing with my bread.
Okay, so you say that the woman gonna tell you what to do with your bread. Why? But if you're the leader, why would she tell you what to do?
That most women control the household finances, man.
Wait. Okay. Now hold on. Now, would that?
And they're gonna want to have control of. I don't have to go through that fight. Why would I even?
You said okay. Ramil, when have you ever had a woman tell you how to run your money? When have you ever had that?
No, if you get into a relationship with a female, or you get into marriage with a female, she's going to try to tell you where the money should be spent and things like that. That's a fact.
Okay,
one of the biggest reasons why the relationships break up is money.
That's an opinion.
No, one of the biggest reasons why relationships and marriages end is money. That's not an opinion. That's a fact.
Okay, keyword. Okay, that's one of them.
That's one of the top two.
Now, keyword. I'm asking you, and I ask you again. When have you ever let a woman tell you how to spend your money? Have you ever let a woman?
No woman was in a position to do that.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Okay, so you never allowed a woman in that set position to tell you how to run your money. So why would a man that is functionally running his household allow his woman to tell him how to run? If she has to dominate him, is he being a good man?
If he doesn't listen, she's going to get the courts on him. That's why.
That's not how the courts work.
Yes, it does.
Tell me what would be that said law? Okay,
irreconcilable differences.
And reconcilable differences. And okay, please break that down, sir. How me telling my wife, literally, I'm not going to give you the $20 out of my wallet.
That might be the straw that break the camel back.
That might be the straw that break the camel back. So she might file divorce.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going on. So if you're choosing a woman that literally you can't trust, then I would say it's fair for you to say, hey, you don't need to get married. But I mean, I have to ask y'all a question. Like, y'all always saying she could take half, but half of what? What is she gonna take half of? Your house, the apartment? She gonna take the lease, the mortgage? What's she gonna take from you? I'm just asking you, what can she take half of?
You said what's she gonna take?
Yeah, what's she gonna take half of?
Dude, the assets in the marriage.
Okay, the assets in the marriage. Okay.
Yes.
So what if you come in? So what if you come in with less than what she has? So what can she take from you? Because I've been hearing a lot of guys saying that they had game where they've been pulling females that make more than them. That they've been getting and shacking up with lawyers and all kind. I mean, but of course, so some people they say that all women are hoes. So why not just pull a female that makes more than you? What can she take from you? The courts will look at that.
I mean, you got. I mean, like I said, man. When you get married as a man, most of the time you're married. Now, if you want to find a female that has more money than you, even then, like she's gonna nag. Like, why? I mean, it's just not. You're still not telling me the tangible benefits. How does she add value to my life that I can't add for myself?
Listen, here's the thing, and I told you, Ramil. I told you. Have I ever tried to convince you to get married? Have I ever tried to convince you to get married? As long as me and you've been talking, have I ever tried to convince you to get married? No, I don't. That's a waste of my time. I can't convince another man to get married. That's literally something that you yourself have to want to do. I'm not on the. This is not the convince Olympics. But the thing about it is, there are people that literally have networks that they are set up in that they can literally get married. You're told everything else not to do. See, it amazes me that literally when you'll have the gays talk about getting married, ain't nobody bucking against them. I mean, other than, certain types of groups and movements. But whenever it comes to men getting married or talking about running a functional household, there's all kind of smoke for that. Why is there smoke for men talk about running a household and getting married and being men and masculinity, but there's no smoke for any other groups when they talk about marriage or running their own household or don't talk about my culture, stuff like that? Why is there that type of smoke for that?
Because once again, man, the smoke comes from the fact that men are risking their assets for this institution that is going against them.
Whoa, wait. You're telling me gay men are using the institute that you're saying that they're risking their lives for. They're risking their lives to use the same institution to get their said power. But literally, whenever we talk about functional finances to go towards said black homes for building, literally the system all of a sudden turns on to turn against us whenever we talk about building, but not against the alternate lifestyle, not against other type of different other showmanships or cultures. Whenever they talk about they have a need for them, they don't turn against them, but literally they turn against black people when they talk about building a family.
Nobody turned against black people when they talk about building families. Black people
Are you
can
sure?
build all the family. How does the system? No, you're free to build a family if you want to. Nobody stopped you from doing that.
Okay, wait, hold on now. Because we've had said time, why would we have to go to civil court and civil rights and stuff to have the black man and the black woman recognized as a married couple? Why did we have to go to court? Why did we have to go to court to get recognized to get married, to have a said culture?
What's that got to do with today?
No, hold on, that has a lot to do with today. Because literally nowadays, for most black men, literally they're more used to being raised in a bastardized culture. We get placated into little farms of goddamn neighborhoods where literally it's set up for failure, where you don't get the proper treatment, schooling, funding, and growth that you need to actually properly build a functioning culture and a family. So, of course, they say, okay, yeah, we'll allow you after everybody else gets to jack it up to go ahead and you can have this. But whenever you had your own said communities, your own said functioning properties or stuff going on like that, most black people that are functioning, they kind of go into their own said communities and build their families, their own said networks. So why is it whenever they do that, but they do it apart from dysfunctionality, other people have a problem with that? Or some people say it don't work. I mean, let's be for real. Most black people don't even get married. Black people don't even get married on the books anymore. They just I'll spiritually marry.
Hold on a second. We're going to do this for 10 more minutes, and then we're going to go to closing arguments. So, timekeeper, can I have 10 minutes on the clock, please, sir?
Got you.
All right. Carry on, brothers. Carry on.
I mean, honestly, man, like I said, the marriage thing, especially while you're young, it's the worst thing you can do. You still have not convinced. You have not said why men should be taking this risk. You're just talking about if they're scared or they can't control a woman. They can't control a woman.
Now,
man, look, man.
No, but I'm
maybe you niggas just don't want to deal with the BS.
No, okay, so some of y'all don't want to get married. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. But ain't those same men? Then you have same set groups of single men attack you about when you got at them about different pills and stuff and different lifestyles and stuff. Then they jump on you. And I mean, mind you told them don't get married. You told them don't get married, but weren't they coming at you saying, "Oh man, I can't believe he's saying that about doggone, this type of pill, this type of lifestyle." Like they jumped on you. I was for you when you say, "Hey man, I need to be accountable." Remember you got on those guys about that Miko World shit, Miko or Rico World.
Okay.
Remember you got on them. And they kept on trying to throw in your face about all that sexual satisfaction and shit and all that other set shit. They jumped on you. I was like, I don't get it. Like, this is what y'all want. You talk about business, they talking about screwing around, but then when shit hits the fan, then all of a sudden they were like, nah, we never tried to do that shit to you. But you had to set evidence. You were telling them, hey man, y'all cutting up. So, I mean, honestly,
I'm not understanding the.
Listen, what I'm saying is this, Ramel, I'm not trying to change you for a goddamn thing. You don't want to get married. I get you with that, okay? But I also understand that the men are going to do what men want to do. And men are tired. Some men are tired of the dysfunctionality. We now have a new generation of men that are getting married, that are going off and venturing off and starting families. But they're not doing it in the said community. They're not doing it under set guidelines in front of this narrative of people.
Marriage rates are down at an all-time low.
Okay, but that's
across
funny that
the board.
Okay, they say that about that. Do you believe the coronavirus rates? Do you believe that?
That is okay. First of all,
Whoa. You use the statistics and logic.
No, yeah. So look, the marriage is something you can literally look at the courthouse and see that the rates are going down. Like it's this stats are based on you have to go file paperwork to get married. So that is you can literally record that.
Okay, so I got a question. If marriage rates are so bad, then why are people still getting married? Why are people still getting married? If it's so bad, why are people still getting married?
If alcohol is so bad, why do people still drink?
Because it feels good.
Exactly. So does marriage for that time being.
For that time being. Then wait, so drinking for that time being feels good, right?
Yeah.
You said it feels good, and they keep on doing it, and it's an addictive feeling, right? Okay, so being married and being with somebody that you care about, it's an addictive feeling.
Yep, and then when alcohol, the hangover comes, and the sickness that it does to your body comes as well.
Well, guess what? If you had a good woman, guess what she can do? She can rub your back and doggone help you get over your hangover.
I can get a woman to rub my back. I can get I can get that without being married.
Well, how you know she ain't stealing your shit?
How you know your wife ain't stealing your shit?
Because I guess what? It's her shit and my shit. We got shit together. You make it seem like are men that big of a victim? So how you know that I ain't gonna like? How you know I can't steal her shit? Like, I mean, damn.
I mean, we don't have it, but I can avoid that problem altogether. Just being by myself.
Okay. So just being by yourself.
Yes.
But don't we hear what said men they don't want to be by themselves?
Don't what?
Don't we hear certain said men say they don't want to be by themselves, that they deserve a good female, a bad chick, all that?
That's them.
Okay. So that's them. Okay. So that's them, right? That's and you said that literally black men can't trust women, right? Can you say men?
You should not trust? No, not in this day and age. No.
Okay, so what makes you think we can trust the men?
Because men they're held responsible for the decisions they make. At least
what? Hold on, wait. Okay, let me look at that. So if majority of men these days come out of single mother homes, that means their origin of training would come from women, right?
For black men, yeah. When it comes to upbringing, yes.
Okay, so if their training would be coming from the woman, how would you be able to trust that man if his training was trained that from a woman? So how can you trust him?
What do you mean trust to what degree? Like trust with your life, trust with money? What do you mean?
No, I'm asking you. No, you said you can trust the men, but I'm saying
I would trust the men before I trust the female. Yes,
you'll trust the men before you trust the female.
Yes,
but haven't men killed other said men for like just nothing, just for like shoes, jacket, all type of said shit?
I mean, everybody, yeah. So what's your point?
Wait. Hold on. How do you trust that type of nature? If the nature of man in that instant, literally,
that's the lowest. Everybody has a certain lower base nature. So what's your point?
Everyone has a
certain lower base nature. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, a woman's capable of killing you too. A woman's capable of manipulating you or setting it up. I mean, at the end of the day, when a man does something, he's held accountable for it. So, and we know that.
Yeah. So women can set you up, and men can set you up. But literally, if you have a set network of people that are backing you up, that are supporting you, and you most guys, they don't hang around. Especially if they're busy building a family, to want to hang around, those said type of people. Like, I mean, wouldn't that make sense?
Well, no, dog, it doesn't make sense. I'm trying to.
I'm just asking. I'm asking,
Yeah.
like, why would I hang around people? Like, I'm just saying, man. Like, I don't hang around that much company of men that are not in my circle. Why would you?
I mean, the circle's small anyway, so I'm saying I do hang out with people in my circle, but I'm trying to get what's this got to do with should a man be marrying young?
Okay, now listen. If I
You have
am
not explained why a man should be marrying young.
Okay, but you're missing. I've been literally building around that.
No. You've been talking about the family structure, all
okay, wait. You say
stuff. What does the man get out of doing this?
Okay, so you're saying what does the man get out of the family structure? Is the man not the lead? Is the man not lead of the family? Is the man not the lead of the?
He should be, yes.
Wait, he should be. So where's so if he's not the lead, if he should be the lead of the family, wouldn't he already be ahead of the family? I mean, let's just be honest. Like, this set space of YouTube is small, and literally, if you're running and doing your own kind of thing, guess what? Like, it's just you and your partner, and y'all said network. Like, I don't get, like, what's going on with all that? Like, how is that not possible? How are you not being seen as a leader? And like, who are you hanging with?
Hey, man. You kind of jumping a lot of different places, man.
I don't know. You didn't really answer too much of my question. You just said, I want you to get me to convince. I can't, how am I going to convince you? You know, you're just not about marriage.
And that's going to be time. Now we're going to go into closing statements. We started off with Brother Ramil at the top of the debate, so we're going to start off with Brother BMT. Timekeeper, can I get 7 minutes on the clock, please?
Actually, is it possible that I can give my closing statement first? Because I probably got to get to something.
That's up to BMT. That's up to BMT.
Are you ready? Okay. Yeah, okay. Let him go. Let him go ahead, man. Let him go. I think he's ready to go.
This is something.
All right, Brother Ramil, you up?
Yeah. Let me do this, man. Look. Marriage is the worst thing a man can do. Seriously. All right, your assets are not worth it. You're getting screwed over in court. The data's coming out. Women are cheating more. They're looking for new dick more. Okay, men are losing in divorce court. Majority of 50% of marriages are failing. 70% of women are initiating divorces. Is a trap to get your resources circulated in the economy because men do not spend money like that. All right, it is a trap. It is a funnel to get you trapped and to get you into a thing that you can never get out of. In this day and age, these females are under dot culture. That's what they want to do. Let them do that. You got to try to save them. Just know that. Just keep doing you. Live your free life. Hold on to your resources. Get your own place, your own car. All your money, K a year salary as a single guy, you're living the life. You can live like a king in any city. Enjoy yourself. Don't invite the government into your house. Don't invite the law into your house, the system into your house, man. It's not wanting to be 53. This is not the time to be breeding like that because you're just breeding the next underclass. Because no matter how good of a father you are, no matter how good of a parent you are, you're competing with the culture. We need to and I'm focusing on growing businesses, entrepreneurship, and power. Adding more liabilities is not going to do that, but we don't have the discipline to do that. See, every other race has done that before. They've all taken breaks from this type of stuff so that they can become better. They've sacrificed. We can't do that. Because at the bottom line, we just want to fuck all the time. That's what it's really about. You know what I'm saying? We can't be around each other like those in life. I've said this multiple times. Men want power, control. Women want vanity and security. Those goals don't match. And when you try to mix them up, you're going to end up losing. You're going to lose. People in love, all right? So I don't understand, man, like why we keep pushing this shit to the young man, man. Go enjoy your life. Go do what you do. Have fun. Enjoy your success.
Is that it?
Yeah, man. That's it, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna be listening in, man, but I might have to drop down and handle this business, but I'm gonna be listening in for the rest.
Okay.
All right. Timekeeper, can I get 7 minutes on the clock, please?
All right.
Brother BMT, you up?
Yeah. Listen, I already knew, especially in this anti-family space, talking about marriage and functionality was already lost towards the said Negro. We already knew that. Like, why y'all think I said, man, I knew this was a debate was going to be a waste of time? Because when you're talking to a lot of the lower derelict of society, we already know that majority of black people were trained against anti-family and building. You know, and it always amazes me how they talk about, you know, we building and we structurally we're doing this and we're superior and shit. But then the minute you start saying something about family, it amazes me that they'll come out like a bunch of goddamn crows and shit just to tell you about all the said failures and shit. They can't tell you how they can get a woman. They can't tell you how they can actually raise a functional child or family and everything else. You know, it's like the stench of failure is some damn stink of shit. You know, I mean, honestly, that's why I just noticed it, you know, around the said men and women, like, honestly, and that's just the way it is, you know. And I mean, yeah, I get, well, I mean, saying I have a family, but I'm not married. I mean, yeah, that's normal for black men to say. Yeah, I got a baby mama and I got kids, but you never thought to, you know, get married or some shit. But of course, this makes sense. This makes sense in this bastardized goddamn nation around black people. I mean, y'all like the hillbillies and the hicks and all the crazy shit. Most black people don't even move outside their own goddamn community. So of course you don't know about functional community building. We already know that most politicians and most said people of structure don't come around black men. I mean, they were calling y'all NFL players who made millions of dollars what sons of bastards? And all those black men were bitching and complaining and whining about that shit. But literally, I mean, let's just be honest. The black man ain't taught power because he never had power in his own damn community. Those women do, you know what I'm saying? The women, they do any old said thing. Because where's the men of power that run stuff? I mean, a woman telling you how you going to spend your money? Now, that's crazy. I mean, because we should be hearing, goddamn, that said dude on the street having the same said argument about that same female, that loyal bitch that he has. He'd have to watch his eyes on her. I mean, I'm just being honest, man. When I see men happy about fucking sex dolls, I know, goddamn it, we done failed at the bottom. Well, I ain't fail. But if niggas are happy about buying sex dolls and talking about goddamn fucking Tumblr and Bumblebee and picking up $40 coochie and shit, I mean, goddamn, hey, y'all can have it. I'm not stopping y'all. I hope y'all have fun. I hope y'all have fun, especially in this said area. Like, I mean, yes, because we already understand this is the best that we got in this said dark web of fucked up YouTube. This is it right here, ladies and gentlemen. So I could give a shit less who y'all said do or fuck. We already know y'all gonna do y'all 8-hour goddamn stream of how that one bitch fucked up 3 of y'all, and somehow she got all of y'all by the nuts. But see, I don't see the men that are running their homes that are actually in power getting on these goddamn streams. You know why? Because we don't got these fucking problems. We don't have no problems with our women and shit. Though let's just be real. Let's just be real. This is the goddamn said failure of YouTube right here. Nobody get no. I mean, I guess that's it. Y'all talk about black power, but I ain't see y'all run a fucking get a bill passed. I ain't see y'all get a legislation passed. I ain't see y'all get any type of brokers or attorneys. I ain't see not one goddamn fucking thing come from y'all. Y'all talk about all the set moves that y'all doing while we living our best lives, we making money, but then y'all can't even show your own goddamn faces of what the fuck y'all doing. I ain't see y'all show not one damn tutorial of power that y'all got going on right now. Not one. You know why? But I think some of y'all full of shit. So I just want y'all to know that from me, BMT. Fuck y'all and fuck this dumbass goddamn talking points that we were trying to use tonight. X, let's go ahead and do the goddamn poll.
All right. I guess we're gonna go ahead and pull it up then. Good debate. All right.
We ain't having fun. We ain't, man.
This is something that we've been doing the last couple of months. Y'all know when we first started doing these debates, we weren't doing that, but now this has become part of it. So, if you believe Brother BMT won the debate, put a B in the chat. If you believe Brother Ramil won the debate, put an R in the chat. B for Brother BMT, R for Brother Ramil. Come on, folks. Let's see it.
Hurry up so y'all can do y'all damn 40-hour goddamn panel about goddamn why that bitch fuck y'all up.
Come on, folks.
Hold the fuck up. Did I win?
Come on, folks. Come
okay,
on.
I'm about to say, I know I ain't damn win.
Come on. Well, you know, we're a few seconds behind. I think we're about 10 seconds behind the StreamYard shit. Come on.
Why is it always the dudes that never show their goddamn face? That amazes me so much. It's always the motherfuckers that never show their face. Jeremy, we know you fuck sex dolls.
B for BMT. R for Brother Ramil. Come on, folks. Get them up in there. Get them up in there. Get them up in there.
I'm gonna put a D down for dysfunction.
Okay, there we go. They're starting to come up now. R.
All incels right there. Go ahead, hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up.
B.
You know,
R. Another R.
A lot of votes coming in.
Another R. R.
And these same Negroes are talking about goddamn power. Boy, I tell you right now, boy.
R. Yeah, Brother D. Darrell, you gotta hit me up, man. You can get up here. I'll put your name in the pool, brother. R, another R. It's looking like Ramil. That's
of
what
course.
it's looking like.
Did y'all expect anything different?
Oh, good look on that super chat, Brother Supreme. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, brother.
Mind if I read that to BMT?
Absolutely.
All I say is that, you know, the Rainbow Clan, we know who that is.
Yeah.
They fought tooth and nail for marriage.
Exactly.
Now, they didn't do it because of some type of status. They didn't do it for religion. They didn't do it for tradition. And they didn't do it for some type of idealism. They knew that marriage is a proven element of power, culture, and legacy.
You can only vote one time, Lady Dana. You can only vote once. You too, Brother Astro. You can only vote one time. God damn it.
Like I said, Ramil's my boy. But I fuck with Ramil's ethic of work. At least I can say
looking like Ramil. Yeah, it's looking like Brother Ramil. Yep, it's looking like Brother Ramil. That's what it's looking like.
I know.
So, Brother Ramil remains undefeated on the TPOT YouTube page, and Brother BMT got his first L.
Oh, I knew I was gonna lose. I knew I was gonna lose.
First one.
We were talking about marriage. How did you think it was gonna go around? Listen, X, you can't talk about marriage to black men. That's a damn set oddity. Black men don't know about no building a family and shit. They don't know about that shit. That's like talking pig Latin to these motherfuckers. All they understand is $40 pussy and goddamn some damn said shit about hands up, don't shoot, and fucking goddamn Jordans or some shit. That's what most of these Negroes understand, man. Why did you think they would understand us talking about family? I was better off go ahead and talk about the value of Cinco de Mayo Day.
I don't know if y'all have any questions. Y'all know how we do it here. Those questions are to be super chatted or cash apped. So while y'all thinking about whether or not you want to throw a few dollars on some questions, let me give y'all a few programming notes while y'all figure out what y'all want to do. Tomorrow, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time on the TPOT YouTube page, I'm going to have my man Perfect Blackness is going to be here tomorrow, and we're going to be talking about the chaos of custody and child support. That's the chaos of custody and child support. And we're going to have Mr. Palmer here. And I think y'all familiar with his channel. He's got a channel, I think, called Buck Child Support or something like that. So Mr. Palmer will be, channel. Yeah, Mr. Palmer will be here. Yeah, Mr. Palmer will be here. And Perfect Blackness will be here tomorrow. So you don't want to miss that one. That's going to be good. So come on through tomorrow, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time on the TPOT YouTube page. Catch Mr. Palmer and Perfect Blackness, and we'll be talking about the chaos of custody and child support. You don't want to miss it.
I'm sure that will be a lot of views, X. I'm sure that will be a lot of views. A lot of said men should be here. I think we're in the child support goddamn section of YouTube now. It's pretty safe to say.
Oh, absolutely. And also, I'm going to go ahead and make this announcement. We are starting the debate league. Yes, the debate league. If you want to be in the league, hit me up. We're going to do a little something. I got this idea. Shout out to Brother Fantastic. I got this idea from Mr. Fantastic. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be picking quote unquote general managers, if you will, or coaches. And we're going to be doing a draft. So if you want your name entered into the league draft, the debate league draft, hit me up so I can put your name in the league. We will be holding a draft in the next week or two. And, we're going to be picking teams of, I believe, either 2 or 3. I have spoken about this with my shadow producer, and we're gonna throw down. We're gonna show out. So we're starting
the debate
league. Yes, a debate league.
I already know what one team gonna be called. The said failures. We can't wait. That's gonna be the best team out there, man. Said failures. That team should be full.
If you want your name in the lottery, hit me up. Y'all all know my email by now. If you don't, you can find it on the TPOT YouTube page, and we will be holding a draft. So go ahead, put your name in there, get your name in the league. I've already spoken to a few people. I've hit a couple people up, let them know that we starting the league. So There's a lot of good draft picks out there, so go ahead and put your name in the draft, man, because it's going down. We're gonna rock out, man. We're gonna rock out this spring, man. So we're gonna be doing some dual debates. We're gonna be doing some 2-on-2s and maybe some 3-on-3s in the days and weeks to come. So let's go for it. You want to be in the league? Go ahead, hit me up. Get your name in because the draft will be coming up soon.
So X, are you trying to tell me that it could be set up where doggone BMT and Coon could be on the same team?
Oh, you shouldn't do that. Don't do that.
Possibility.
Don't do that. Don't do that. That would be too damn easy. Like we
possibility.
People all day. That would be just too damn easy. Right.
So if you want your name in the lottery, hit me up. Hit me up. Being that I am the commissioner of the league, hit me up. Put your name in the lottery because we will be having a draft soon. All right.
We got a lot of super chats coming on in. We got a lot of super chats, X. Okay.
I want to see a team of
married men
of Tie City and Zero.
Oh God. What's that going to? Was that Zero City? Is it going to be called Zero City? City Zero? Damn, that sounds pretty badass. Zero City. That sounds pretty badass.
Okay, I might have missed a couple of y'all super chats.
Super chat.
Scroll back up. I'm gonna have to scroll back up. My bad, y'all.
Super chat. Y'all know the rules. Super chat.
I'm old, so you have to deal with me. God damn it.
Shout out to
super chat.
Yep.
This is from brother Mike M. Good look on that super chat, brother. He said, "No shade, BMT. You mentioned that you were about structure previously, but you mismanaged your time multiple times. Would a wife help with this flaw?"
Yes, she would, because it's called, "Hey, babe, you got to be at your appointment at this time." Okay, cool. See how that worked? Literally, I mean, you have somebody that helps you remember stuff. You're running out the door, or better yet, say you're rushing, or I don't got time to iron my clothes. Guess what? Somebody's helping you do those said things. I mean, it's kind of something that comes with the purpose of marriage. Somebody doing something for you, like you don't got time to prepare a meal. Your wife can do that, or, wash dishes or stuff like that, and while you wash up and sit at the table and eat dinner and go lay down and rest, you literally can get those things done because that's what a wife would do. And literally she will support you on that. Is that not correct, X? Is that not what our spouses would do? SKC, did your spouse not do that for you too? Like, I mean, that's something that married women, they love to do for their mate. They help them. They help us. They're helpmates. Helpmate. I know some of y'all can't train your goddamn IG bitch to do that, but I'm sorry. You should have chose a better.
But that's why I'm gonna be selling these dolls in the future.
Oh shit! Hey, if they make sex dolls that can do this for them, I mean, y'all might have something going. Get Yumi Slave 5000.
See, they're laughing at me now, man. But a lot of dudes gonna have these dolls.
Hell no. Hold that L, y'all. They bragging.
So when they get to a sex doll that knows how to cook and clean and shit.
The whole nine.
Hell no, hold that L, dog.
When it gets to a point to where they can't even tell the difference, I'm gonna be selling them, man.
That motherfucker gonna look weird as fuck sitting at the goddamn Applebee's with a sex doll. Motherfucker gonna be staring at you weird. Sitting at Applebee's with a sex doll.
No, you're not even talking about a sex doll at that point. You're talking about a full-fledged robot and shit. You're talking about an android. No, she fuck you, she suck your dick, she clean the house, she vacuum the rug, she wash the clothes, she do all that shit. She a fucking robot. That's a sex doll.
Yeah,
she an AI girl.
Ain't none of y'all gonna be. I don't know who can afford that right like that. But I mean, if you throwing that out, shit, go ahead.
Hey, you pimp the dog.
Have the doll on the whole stroll. And shit. Put on the stroll, god damn it. You gonna pay for all this motherfucking money I spent for your ass, god damn it. Put her on the stroll. So do y'all have any questions for the debaters? Do you have any for the debaters? Any at all?
Mr. Fast, get out of Dynasty in the Making.
Man, I got a question for you, BMT, and it's a little self-serving, but I just want to see your point on it, your idea. Okay, so we talk about business a lot. So why is it that the most successful in this country, monetary-wise, when you go on the social economic ladder, as you go up that ladder, you have more and more married individuals. In fact, the majority of wealthy individuals in this country are married. Yeah. Why is that?
Because it's called legacy, and it's called structural building. You know, it's called networking. Literally, most power families, you got to have a lineage to teach and pass on your said shit. So that way, you know, you can pass it on. And you can also network with other families of, you know, of worth. You know, your children will be hanging out with them. That opens up the doors for said businesses. Most said businesses happen over the dinner table with families. I'm not sure if people understand that, but when we have family day cookouts and different other said meeting, that's when different sections or sides or business partners are meeting up, and we're sitting down grilling and talking about new ventures that we're going to go into, and we actually work it out together. You know, I get it. You know, shout out to Marco Grande for showing off one of his thoughts. You know, very happy for you. That's
yeah, brother Marco always drops coins on this platform. Good luck on the super chat, brother Marco. One of my longtime supporters. He said this was like watching Fury Ramil versus Wilder BMT.
you know that's crazy because Wilder is married.
You're wrong for that one, brother Marco.
that's crazy. You know that is so crazy. That's, you know. So, Jeff, okay, now y'all gotta understand. Y'all do know you can't have a concubine unless you're married, right? Y'all do know what a concubine is. Concubine. That y'all know. I'm not sure y'all know how a concubine works.
You know something. And I hate to say this, man.
A concubine is when you're married. You're married. You have then you get a concubine.
How many people actually know Jeff Bezos' story?
They don't. I don't even know why you asking.
It seems like a bad point to use. I would use someone else, but that's a bad point if you're trying to go against the whole married thing.
Good look on that super chat, brother Dollar Washer. With the
no dollar. Your wife. This is why I like my friend is Mormon. My friends are Mormon, and they told me how it works with the concubine network. And y'all think my ass staying over there in the Middle East for a while, I done seen my fair share of concubines, how it works. And literally the wife is picking the concubine for her husband to help her with the said stuff around the house, the property, and everything, even to rearing and raising children. Like, literally, I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, concubine and baby mama are not the same thing. Like how we think about over here. Like that's what I be saying. Like you gotta be married to have a concubine.
So that's your next debate right there.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. I'm gonna go up and read it because I know I missed a few super chats, y'all. I'm gonna go up and read them. Good look on the super chat, brother. Fantastic. He says D. Darrell claims he wants to go one-on-one with the great one. Book it. Shit, that's next week. That's next week, brother. Fantastic. If you and brother D. Darrell are available, that's next week's debate right there. Let me know if y'all available, and we can do that next week, right here on the TPOT YouTube page. You know. Let me see. Also, brother Roscoe, good luck on the $5 super chat. Brother Roscoe says unions can be formed without a man subjecting himself to a marriage contract. Only small-minded men want to remain slaves to an archaic system. Good luck on that super chat, brother Roscoe.
Thank you for super chatting,
Let me
Roscoe.
see if it'll go back up to the other one. And then another one from Dollar Washer. Good luck on that, Dollar Washer, $5 super chat.
Shout out to he super chats at my channel too, so I fucks with him.
Yeah, Dollar Washer fucks with TPOT. He drops coins on TPOT. Brother Dollar Washer says the idea of marriage is a good thing, but people are flawed. Hence the situation that the black community is in nowadays. Let's see how far motherfucker gonna let me go up.
I'm saying we already knew. Talking about marriage in these said spaces. Go ahead.
There's another one from Brother Marco. Good look on the super chat, Brother Marco. He said Nigeria had a better shot against 92 Dream Team.
Here's another.
Okay.
The majority of millionaires in this country, by far, they get to that status right around the time when they turn 50, and they do it the hard way over a couple of decades. The majority of them, I think it was like close to 72, 73.
Shut up, Windy City.
Married.
And my damn chat on this end is starting to freeze for some reason. I think I got a goddamn.
You got one that says, how about every guy in the chat get married if we end up paying alimony? BMT and SKC can pay the tab. Well, I'll tell you what. I would want to raise you that if you can make it past 7 years, and then we can sit down and talk to a legal team and then go from there.
Yeah, well, I wanted to put it on the board, but my damn chat in the backdrop is what the hell this thing is doing. This shit is bugging out.
Keep it techie gave you. Go ahead.
Yeah, there go my man KIT. What's good, brother KIT on the $10 super chat. He says, salute TPOT, BMT, and Ramil. Good luck on that, brother. Appreciate that. That's my man right there. My bad, y'all. My damn chat room back in the control room is acting kind of crazy, man. Y'all know the stream, y'all shit is like, I don't know what be going on with this shit.
Y'all be doing all kinds of.
Yeah, be doing all kinds of crazy shit sometimes, man. I guess I got to get the more expensive version. I guess I got to get the $50 a month version for the shit to work right.
That thing be fucking me up sometimes too.
I got to get the more expensive version.
But you can do. But you know, when you get like I have the highest one. I broadcast on Periscope, 2 Facebook groups, goddamn, YouTube as always. You got like you can literally broadcast like in 5 or 6 places at the same time.
Yeah. If you get the $50 a month joint. See, I got the cheap one. My shit's only like $25. My shit's cheap. It's like $25 a month.
Be careful, they're throwing out SKC. They're throwing out Bible verses at us, so beware. Get ready now. They're throwing out Bible.
All right. Good luck on that super chat, brother. Fasting is life with the $4.99.
They getting holy on you.
He says Ecclesiasticus 25:16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. I can't say that I disagree with that.
I don't.
I agree.
I don't see nothing wrong with that. Like, I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with that verse. I mean, that's a wicked woman. Like, why would you want to be bothered with a wicked woman? I mean, a wicked woman. Yeah.
I agree. So, brother D Darrell and brother Fantastic, are y'all good for next weekend? Because I know y'all working, brothers and shit. Are y'all good for next week on Wednesday? Yay or nay?
Uh-oh.
We got another $5 super chat from brother Dollar Washer. Dollar Washer got that money, man. He says, will your wives consider concubines as a part of marriage? Will black women consider putting it into law?
Hang on. Now let's when people keep bringing up concubine, let me. Oh God damn it! This is why I told y'all, culture escapes the black man so much. Hang on, this is concubine. Let me make sure I make it bigger for y'all. In a polygamous societies, a woman who lives with a man but has lower status than his wife or wives, a mistress, a man but has lower status than his wife. Concubine is the interpersonal and sexual relationship between a man and a woman in which the couple are not and cannot be married. You're a concubine. That means you would have to have a wife to have a concubine. You have to have a wife first. Like, I don't. So where y'all be go? Where y'all be going with this stuff, man? Y'all know damn well. Come on now, stop.
Brother Ricardo, I have tried to make that one happen. The thing with these debates are this. I get a lot of requests from a lot of people about a lot of shit. I've gotten that request for that debate multiple times. I tried to make it happen. It didn't. I guess when a topic comes up that they can agree upon, they will do it. I get a lot of requests for brother ARC, and I get a lot of requests for brother Obsidian. But I get a lot of requests for a lot of people, and I have tried to make that debate happen, brother Ricardo. Just that it hasn't happened as of yet. Not saying that it won't, but as of yet, that debate has not been up here as of yet. But we can hope. And Marco Grande with another super. I keep forgetting the increments of damn money that he put up here. I've seen that before, and I know what it is.
I don't know. He put up that damn.
I think it's the Colombian peso.
That's that. That shit. That's $1 right there.
That foreign money. Brother Marco says, so I have to watch and expire to get a back rub.
Well, I mean, coochie down there is like $5 to the goddamn, you know, whatever the hell y'all pay these days. So I mean, shit, you can buy them and have them come on and rub your back and all that damn shit. I ain't stopping y'all. How much that girl cost, Marco? How much that girl cost?
I don't have no issue with Marco. He's cool with me, but
I like him. I like Marco. And I praise Stricken.
And the whole dude, the guys that that don't want to get married and all that stuff. Yeah, that's cool too. I have no issue with it. The thing that I just don't get so far is when people talk all this stuff about business and entrepreneurialism and trying to grow on a social status and all of that stuff. It's like, you want to talk about risk? Go to Business Insider and look up the statistics on becoming a successful entrepreneur by yourself.
Here's the thing about okay. So Mike asked us one thing. I just want to read it. He said, because I brought up the thing about Marco. He said, you're still paying a wife, BMT, right? But if my wife is also working and bringing in money, is she not paying me also? I'm just asking. Like, if she bringing in money, am I not getting paid also? If she brings me home, like, food or stuff or money or buys me stuff that I want, is that not her paying me or literally putting money in my gas tank or whatever? Like, I mean, no offense, but I literally did a video where my woman just bought me a 12-gauge shotgun. She said, "Babe, I know you wanted another shotgun, so I bought you one." Like, come on now. Like, do y'all get women that can do things for y'all, or like what? I mean, I'm just saying, but mine's I do things. Like, she just fixed me a goddamn scotch, put it right beside me. I'm sorry, I ain't got to tell no.
Oh, hold on a second. Brother D. Durrell and Brother Fantastic, what is the debate topic going to be?
Who knows? You know what? Honestly,
what's the topic?
I'll be there. I'll be there to support them.
You gonna be timekeeper?
Yeah,
I'll be timekeeper for me. Oh, my man. God damn it!
I'll be there.
One.
I'll be there. I'll be there. You know, I support my brothers.
What's the topic? What will the topic be, brothers? Because I need to know what to put on the thumbnail. Or did they write it up there already? I don't even know. Y'all want me to open this up? Y'all want me to put the...
Sure. I got time. I need some humor tonight. So please.
Yeah, I got a little time.
I'm getting a few questions, X. Dude, he asked me who is happy with the man who was never married or the man who has been divorced. My answer to that is science and math do not have a quantitative.
BMT, how the hell you up here and goddamn loading videos at the same time, man? I see you got a video running.
I move fast. I move fast as fuck.
I see that shit.
I already knew the outcome of this battle. I literally already uploaded a video while doing this video. Like, I already knew how this battle was gonna go. That's how
I see that.
Listen,
see that.
I predicted
I'm subscribed to your shit.
I predicted my own loss.
I'm like, how the hell he got a live video running and he's up here?
Yo, when I say I know, bro, when I say you know these people, I know these people, man. I know how they going both. I know how they are in their feelings. So shit.
Well, you know what they say, it's not if you win or lose, which is bullshit. It's how you play the game, which is also bullshit. But I see super chats coming in.
Fast is throwing down scriptures, man. Boy, he getting somebody saved today.
Put that up there. Got another one. Good look on that super chat, Brother Fast in his life. He says she, the virtuous wife, will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. Proverbs 31:12. Marriage is dead in Babylon. Men are waking up.
He trying to save somebody's soul. Man, trying to save somebody.
And then my man, Brother Marco Grande, with another super chat. Good look on that, Brother Marco. He says, wife equal purchased, whole husband equals lifelong John.
Oh, shit. I'm not even mad at Marco.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Okay. Brother D. Durrell. My chat line is moving slow as a motherfucker, y'all. Because
He said D. Durrell said that they want to discuss the benefits of marriage.
Okay. So is that cool with you, Brother Fantastic? Is he still in here? Yeah, I think Brother Fantastic's still in here.
How is that a debate topic?
I don't even know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's not even a debate. That's not even a debate topic, really, because
it would be. I would think it would
because Brother Fantastic is married too.
Yeah, I would think it would be more or less. Are there more pros or cons?
Yeah.
I think y'all would want. Yeah, I think one side would have to disprove that there are no benefits, and the other one would have to prove that there are benefits. So that would have to be what they are going to. You get what I'm saying? I'm the judge. I'm just saying, D. Darrell, you would have to prove the benefits to marriage, while Fantastic would have to prove that the disadvantages to a man getting married. Does that sound logical?
Well,
what they would have?
Mr. Fantastic said nothing to do with marriage.
He said nothing.
God damn.
Marriage.
Man, come on, Fantastic. You can't be making it more harder, man. Come on now.
So what do you suggest, Brother Fantastic? Y'all go ahead and make it easy for me so I don't have to do shit. I'm gonna just make the thumbnail. I don't have to do anything.
Have them debate on Umar Johnson. Shit, so do something.
Umar Johnson.
Have them debate on that one.
Let
Boy,
me know
hey, you making some money tonight.
I am? Oh, shit,
yeah.
Wait a minute. Dollar Washer put a...
Another 10
Yeah,
came on.
I see it. I see it, but it's not on my... Oh, there it is. All right.
Yeah.
Good look, Dollar Washer. Well, Dollar Washer always dropping coins on this.
He said no more Umar. No more Umar.
Aha. Good look on that $10 super chat, Brother Dollar Washer. He says, as far as black men being successful, individually, we can determine our own future. Stop picking and choosing the goalposts you want to push. Black men have the ability to create our own stats.
I would agree with that.
I agree.
I would agree. I would agree with it too. That is a possibility, but if you just look at the statistics today, it's not true.
I'm just saying that only thing, like I said, like when I'm hearing people say that if you get married, this less, and I'm like, wait, but if you're not married, how do you know what we are doing? Like, I didn't have these head problems. I mean, what? Like, we're always making new goals. They shall. God dang, this man is throwing out. They shall not.
Fasten his life is preaching tonight. Yeah, he's preaching tonight. Good look on the $4.99. Yeah, he got church going on. Good look on the $4.99 super chat, Brother Fasten his life. He says, they shall not take a wife that is a whore or profane. Neither shall they take a woman put away from her husband, for he is holy unto his God. Fasting his life is preaching up in here tonight, man. Yeah, he preaching tonight.
I hope y'all men are learning something from fasting is life. I hope y'all are learning.
Yeah, because fasting life is preaching. Yeah, he preaching tonight.
I'm trying to save somebody's soul tonight.
But to what Dollar Washer was saying, I mean, I think that black dudes can.
Oh shit, my bad, Brother Fantastic. I didn't even see you down there, man.
Down there. Bring him up here. Come on up here, Deacon Fantastic. The Deacon.
Brother Fantastic was good with it, man.
Oh, he dropped out.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Look, is he still up? No, he gone.
Oh shit, what the fuck just happened?
Hey. You had to upgrade.
Shit is insane.
Yo, can you hear me?
Can you hear me now, Brother Fantastic?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, you good.
All right,
We're having technical difficulties in the goddamn control room right now. Go ahead, brother.
StreamYard gonna have to cut down that $20 shit, man. They have to wait to get glitches and issues.
Yep, I'm about to go down to the lesser price too, because I'm like, I should be getting no issues with how much money I'm paying out.
Yeah.
Shit is crazy.
Nah, man.
So, what y'all brothers want to debate? What y'all want to debate, man?
What's the name of the tournaments with the whole marriage thing, man? We done did enough on marriage, man. You can't have, I know D Darrell is new to this, so you know what I mean. He got to understand there's an audience involved, so you can't give the people the same topic matter like two things in a row. So I don't know, man. I mean, we can figure something out, but not marriage. And I mean, I already slaughtered him in the comments with the whole marriage argument, so that would already be an L. So I mean, you don't want to do that, man. You don't want to go down that road again, brother.
I think we done killed the marriage horse too much, man. We done killed that. Y'all, even Ramil was tired out, man. I'm tired. I knew I was. Come on, man.
But man. Go ahead.
This is one thing that I like about the TPOT audience. Not only does a debate be going on, on the screen, folks be debating in the goddamn in the chat too. I like that shit, man. I dig that shit, man. It's motherfuckers debating in the chat. It's a debate on the screen. I like it, man. I like that shit, man. I do.
Yeah, but just real quick to Supreme King Coon, man. I was trying to say to you, man, I'm not denying anything you're saying about wealth building and all those things being the standard as before. But again, as we all know, in time things changes, and you can never, you can bet on the future, but you can never call the future because you don't know what it's going to be. And my whole thing is saying, everything is trending towards and showing you that marriage is no longer going to be the way to wealth because people are getting married far less, especially Generation Z. They're not getting married. They're not even having children. So the whole importance and the way that they're looking at the approach of relationships and everything else is showing you that, if you go by those trends, there's no way that you're going to have to go by the same rules of in order to be successful, in order to be, wealthy, you're going to have to be married when all of the young up and comers are no longer, going by those things. You can use the gold standard as an example, going from the gold standard to the Federal Reserve. You can go from, slavery to slavery not being cool anymore. You can go from, LGBT and all these things not made to get married, but now they can. There's so many different things you can use that, some things that have been the status quo in the ways that have been done for, eons upon eons at the beginning of time. And then something comes along and it changes. And my thing is just saying that, okay, well, the same thing with the whole marriage aspect of it is we just don't know yet. You can't use us and the millennials as these thing to say, okay, well, it's still going because millennials, are still, getting married and so on and so forth. But yeah, we could be, and the way it's looking, we're going to be the last generation to even play by those rules. So until we get
that's not my point. My point is that I'm not saying that the marriage trend is not changing. That when you look at the whole picture, you look at the class divide that's happening in America at the same time. A whole bunch of people that don't have money are not getting married, but the people that have the money are, and they're doing so at a very, very high rate.
Well, you can't say I don't know. It can't be a high rate because
it's a very high rate. The millionaires in this country are married at an 83% rate.
Upper middle class is getting married too. Upper middle class is getting married like definitely fast.
But I'm saying too. But then when you get into those numbers again, those people are already established. I mean,
but that doesn't make any sense because when I throw in the numbers for the millennials who are just getting established, those individuals so far
Mark Zuckerberg is a millennial. Mark Zuckerberg is at the tail end of the millennials, and he got married as a billionaire, bro.
And you're talking about the exception, not the rule.
Well, no. I can give you several more. I can give you several more examples.
See, you're talking about famous rich people. I'm talking about just people that are well off and they work for it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I can use another example. Gabe A. Gabe A. came on the platform and he said that Gabe A. is successful somewhere around the more than 6 figures range, and he said he out earns his wife by 3 times as much.
Okay, I'm not using just individuals. I'm looking at the data of the entire population.
Yeah, but that's
the data of the entire population shows that the majority of well-off people, they do it over a period of time. And the individuals that are in those groups are by far have been married for quite some time.
But you can't be married for quite some time if you're a millennial, bro.
Even the individuals that you're talking about so far as the high 5-figure and the low 6-figure incomes, those individuals are married at a clip. I think the last time I checked was 67%. So it's a big difference when you're talking about class. Now, the majority, another thing is the majority of the divorces that you all are talking about happens at the lower end of the social economic spectrum. For one, that's why tabloids and different things make such a big deal about high income earners that get divorced, because it's a rarity among them.
Okay.
Hold on a second, brother. Let me read a couple. Hold on a second, brother. Fantastic. Let me read these super chats. We got another super chat from Brother Marco. Good look on the super chat, Brother Marco. He says, husband equal incel. Marriage equals paying for rationed old cooch.
Marco got jokes today.
I got another one. We got another super chat from, come on, god damn it, light up. We got another super chat from my man Fast in His Life, another $1.99. Good look on that. He says, TPOT, I've got enough pandemic to support thee. I appreciate it.
She's making that money.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that, brother.
And I say,
hold on. I got one more. It has slid up on me and shit. Y'all know this stream, y'all shit be acting crazy. I think it was from Mike M. And I done passed the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I gotta slide back
he
up.
He asked a real good question.
Who's that?
Okay, there we go. And we got another one from Brother Mike M. $5 super chat. Good look on that, Brother Mike. Would BMT advise his young troops as an NCO to go and get married if he was talking about wealth building topics to them?
I'm glad you asked me that. A lot of young troops do get married. That's kind of something that literally, especially the Air Force, Navy, they kind of more so support. They kind of more so support family building, and also as well as housing, as well as building structure. So that's kind of, and actually when that does happen, it's the job of the NCO to literally actually start guiding the young soldier on how to properly use his money. That's one of the jobs as an NCO to actually. I was in the Army. I saw plenty of troops rush and get married. I usually tell them, get to know the woman before you get married. I will tell that to the same thing to my son. But I do know a lot of specialists and PFCs that are married. Like that's usually when they do get married for a good bit of them, like before they even hit E5 or E6, they usually already are married and going up the ladder with their said spouse. That's not uncommon in the military world for like up and coming non-commissioned officers. They're usually married. They usually have it where we do functioning things with said family. I mean, yeah, I guess if you're single, usually the guys who don't have a family, they kind of get put on more duties because they don't got no damn family. So shit, your ass can stay at the goddamn barracks and watch and shit. You ain't got no woman to be to. You know what I'm saying? But the guys who we know who have family, we try to get their asses home. Like that's just because they got kids and shit that they got to take care of. And we know that it kind of affects them. So,
well, Brother Fantastic, Brother D. Durrell says the debate should more black men practice red pill? He's on the negative.
Shit. I'm with it. I like that one. Again, yeah.
Okay.
If he want to choose his own bullet, that's cool.
It is.
I'm with it.
You mind if I respond?
This Brother D. Durrell.
You mind
if I
to that?
These questions are good tonight.
The one that Smooth put up, man. Because I hate for him to.
Oh, the one about Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
One about Zuckerberg.
I hate for him
Well, let me go ahead and read Fast in His Life first. Good luck on that Fast in His Life, and he's up here too, so we're gonna get to him as well. He said he loves seeing the frustration of the OGs hearing our generation rejecting traditional marriage because we understand it's to breed more slaves for society.
What the fuck?
All right, we'll go back to that one.
I work for myself, sir. What the fuck? What?
Same here.
I work for myself. Who's a slave?
Well, he's up here. Fast in His Life is up here.
Is he really? I don't see him.
Bring him up. He's coming up and bringing him up now. There he is. What's good with it, Fast in His Life?
Peace, family.
What's going on, brother? I appreciate the super chats, man.
BMT.
Damn.
You're in a good mood today after sleeping for 12 hours.
Ha! I'll let you go with that one. Go ahead. Yeah.
I'm trying to find this damn
damn it. Don't be telling my
super chat that you was talking about.
Which one? This one or the previous?
No, the shit.
Nah, it was the one from
the one that Supreme was talking about. Because you know how this damn stream y'all shit is.
Yeah.
Man, you're gonna have to explain that concubine shit to me. You ain't gonna get off of that.
Explain. What do you mean? What do you mean? Yeah, bro. You don't have to be married to have a concubine, bro.
Yeah.
No, come on now.
Already doing that. If you're dating, that's a form of concubine.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to be married to have a concubine, bro.
Americans are hypocrites when it comes to that subject. They are already practicing polygamy, concubineship, haremship. They're already doing it. They're just not saying it publicly.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
What?
Let me read this from Smooth Vision. It says Zucks is an exception, yet SKC used Bezos last time.
Okay. Now my response to that is first, Ramil brought up Bezos because why would I bring up a divorced man to support marriage? It doesn't make any sense. The second is that when he brought it up, he didn't understand the story of the guy. He was saying that basically that he was a self-made guy. He made everything out of a garage or whatnot and so forth. And it was like, no, him and his wife sold a condo and moved across the country to seed that money for that place. That's what I stated. I just gave a more detailed response about the story instead of just reading the headline.
And we got another super chat from Brother Anu. Good luck on that, brother. He says, young men have to focus on what he can achieve and become the best they can be, and instead focus all their energy and wasting their light on a woman and possibly make families they're not even ready to care for.
Yep. That's right. You got a plan.
What's that? Y'all just read that one. The young men have to focus and then okay. This is what. Okay, here's the thing about it. The time, like when I was young, I used to work. I worked at a nursery. Y'all know the nursery that y'all make fun of the Latins and shit about that they work at. Now, a lot of them young guys that was there, their wives were there working with them. Now, the thing about it was they had a set network that was building around them. You get me? And so the younger man, him and his wife would be still with their, the parent, and they would save up money until they had enough assets and money built up to where they could move into their own property, and then they would recreate and do the same self-structure. That's how it's supposed to be done in building and growing. That's why they can keep on marrying young in certain cultures like that. But amongst, our own in our community, that shit's just not plausible. It's just not. Like, we don't have that type of structure where, Fast could take him and his wife and stay at his father's house and they build up. And then when they're ready to leave out, then, okay, I'm sending you to go live on the family land or this land, and you'll move out. That's cultural wealth building. Like
these dudes want to compete with some of the most some of the richest people on the planet. They take cues from them and read their books and stuff, but don't understand that the majority of these people came from functional legacy families that had stuff built in place, just like this dude. That Bezos was a self-made dude. The dude was his family was rich. What are you talking about?
It's not their money, it's government.
What are you talking about? Dude is a product of a family, of a long-standing married family. Man, these guys here.
Did the BMT run off or what's going on?
I don't know, man. I think
you fell asleep.
I know, brother Fantastic. Brother Fantastic, he said his phone was going dead, so he had to hop off.
Yeah. Must be the government watching.
Yeah, yeah, probably. You know, they watching everybody closely now. You know, this whole COVID-19 thing, you know, give them an excuse to watch us even more than they already do, I would imagine.
Yeah.
You know.
But you heard me with that one, man. Talking about I'm trying to push this on these people. Nah, man, I want to see it burn down. I know what they y'all think. They can't help themselves.
Let it burn.
They can't help themselves, man.
Let it burn. Oh, see my chest.
Shoes, man. Yeah. It's
there go my man.
Supreme.
Brother Art, what's good with it, man?
Oh man, it's all good, man. It's good to finally see a plan come along.
Brother Art, what's good with it, man?
It's all, man. It's all good.
Why do I hear myself?
That's my.
Somebody kill the song in the back.
I got it.
But that was good with it, Brother Art.
It's all good. It's finally good to see a plan come along. I've been pushing BMT to debate another millennial about marriage. Finally did it. I think they got a lot out of it, probably. I think those discussions have to be held along the youth, and then because I think the problem that we've been having is that they debate with a lot of traditionalists from back in, like the Gen Xers and the boomers, but now they got to start talking among themselves because they got to start making decisions about the direction where they're going in. Because they got to come up.
Yeah, well,
they got to come up.
Well, Art, you and I are both Gen Xers, and we probably got married for different reasons than the younger folks did. But then again, we were also around different types of women. I mean, I've known my wife for 22 years. Okay. We just celebrated our 19th wedding anniversary a week and a half ago. And, when I met my wife, women weren't the way they are now. I mean, now don't get me wrong. My wife was raised by an Israelite father. So, she kind of had the whole culture and, what a woman's place is. She had that down pat because her father was an Israelite. So, she learned all that shit from him.
That's right.
Yeah, she learned all that shit from him. So, I mean, she was already wifey material before I married her. It's not like I married her and then, I put the ring on her finger and, the clouds opened up and, magically she transformed into a wife. No, she was already that before we got married. Nowadays, you don't run into that. You probably don't see women that you look at and say, yeah, that's wifey material there. I mean, just from what I see in my daily travels, what I see on media and shit like that, there's not a lot of marriage material shit out there. Because I know if I was a guy 25, 30 years old, looking at the women of today, I would be like, man, I don't want none of these hoes, so I kind of understand why the younger guys, think the way they think. And see, I have millennial sons, all right? And both of my sons are married, but they're married to Latino women. They're not married to black women. My sons are married to Latino women. And I understand. Now, was it my choice? No, absolutely not. But I understand why they took the route they took. I understand, why they chose the people they chose. I understand it completely because what's kind of out there. Now, people will say, oh, man, that's not all black women. It's not all that. And that's true. You don't even have to say that. That goes without saying. But you're more likely to run into some old BS that you don't want, when you're trying to deal with these women. And I kind of understand why these young guys think the way they think, man, and why they, don't want to think about marriage and don't want to think about, being with any of these women long term, because of what they're facing. I mean, when I was younger, I didn't face what these guys face, man. The ratchet shit and, the nonsense and the chicks with 4 and 5 baby daddies and all that kind of shit. I mean, if that's what I had to choose from, I wouldn't have chose either. I would have chose none of the above,
That's something to think about because I've been listening to a couple of discussions years ago. And you remember I did a few interviews about breaking down millennials and Xers and all that. Mm-hmm. I noticed that the millennials come in 3 different phases. I think the Xers have 2. I think our phase as Xers, there's one half that knew for sure that they wanted to bring on that whole tradition of marriage because they seen enough of it from grandparents and friends and all that. So they said, hey, I can still do this. But the second half, they were like, fuck it. They weren't, they just didn't really go for it. And then it just trickled down into the millennials. And this is what we see. And I'm with you. It's kind of hard to even convince millennials that there's hope in that because so many things are going on against them, especially the brothers. So, yeah, I see it, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I talk to a lot of these guys and I tell them all the time, I had my kids when I was really young, and my sons are these guys' age. I mean, I got a son that's 34. I got a son that's 31, so, I mean, my sons are these guys' age, and they're millennials and my sons, they got married young, man. I mean, they got married young. They got married in their 20s and shit, I mean.
I would have to, every now and then I still have discussion with the younger brothers. And then one of the things they may have to think about, they probably can't even answer it now. They probably think they can, but life would have a different perspective. But how old should you be to start your journey of building your empire and then settling down with someone that can, help you spread your legacy?
But I wanted to mention.
See, me, I didn't. Go ahead, Faston. Go ahead, brother.
On what you said earlier, my dad also, he was born in 1956, and he was in the army. He married my mom when he was 28, and my mom was 16 at that time. And 2 years later, he had me. So it's like they come from that generation, and me and him, we usually have a headbutts in, because there's 6 of us, 2 girls. And both my sisters, one already had a kid last year, and then one is gonna have one this year. But it's like, as a man, I understand my father's frustration because he kind of I want my sons to have a child. But I keep reminding them because, like I say, the older generation, they're stuck on. It's like they're stuck in their time. They don't understand things have changed. So when I tell them, I'm like, you're talking as if we're back in the 1970s, but 1980s. You're thinking of the culture of your time. I'm like, it's not the same, man. I'm not only that, we're in America, we're not in Congo anymore.
How old
And
is your father?
you know, think that like the mentality have changed. So it's like you can bring the old ways and try to fit it into this time. It's like, first of all, when you had a child, like you didn't have things together. It's gonna you struggle to raise us. And my mindset is, I'm like, I don't want to be in a situation where I'm starting my family and I'm struggling. I don't have time for my kids, nothing. I'm like, I don't want to do that. So in their mindset, that, oh, if you're doing that, you're waiting. I'm like, no. I'm like, there are many examples I've seen men who became successful either by 40, 50, and they started having a family, and they didn't have to worry about being absent from the children's youth. Because all of the complaints I hear from all my friends who had military parents, they say, well, our dad never had time for us. He's always in a mission. So I'm looking at the generation. I'm like, hey, I don't want to repeat that cycle. I want to do different. But they can't understand when I try to explain to them. Hey, you can't help it. They will never understand.
How old is your father, Pastor?
He's 64.
So he's a boomer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a boomer.
So so the question for you is he a traditional Congolese, or he's pretty much more like modern into like westernized, like with the Christian?
No, he's traditional. He was born in a village. He's not a city boy. I was born in the city. He was born straight from the village, old school way and everything. But so he also came from a divorced family, meaning his dad and his mom they got divorced when they were young, and he ended up marrying different. So he grew up in that dysfunctional family. So when he got married, he was like, hey, I don't want to repeat my father's cycle. So he's like, I'm gonna choose the right wife and have a family together.
But when they were married, they were a Christian family, correct?
Well, my dad wasn't technically religious. I mean, like it's like where I would say someone say, "Oh, I'm Catholic," but they don't really practice it. But then later on, he got involved with non-denominational Christianity. But my mom also was. My mom was under. She was young. My grandpa was a devout Catholic, so he raised them Catholic. My dad, even though he claimed Catholic, he was basically an unbeliever. Even though he just claimed Catholic.
No, was he an unbeliever? Was he an unbeliever, like mainly like he had people in the family that were Christians, but he chose not to believe?
Well, the best way to put it is like, it's like I'll put it this way: it's like my parents, they raised us in the Bible, but then when you get older, you just follow your own path. So in the same way it was with him, like he wasn't involved with church or anything. It's like here, like you meet someone and say, "Oh, I'm a Christian," but then when you ask him about church, he said, "I never go to church," but he claimed Christian. So he was like the same way. Like he didn't really know about the Bible, but he just claimed, "I'm Catholic." But then he got introduced to non-denominational Christianity, and that's when after he got married and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah. So he gave me some reference.
So do you think that your pops is pressuring you? Do you think that you're under
I'm African
pressure to get married? And
every African parents, they pressure you for marriage. And me, I'm how should I put this? I'm a very straightforward person. So me and my dad usually end up headbutting, and I try to explain to them, I'm like, you are not me. So it's like you will never understand my mindset. You're trying to make me accomplish something that you did, which I can do it. You can't. And it's like in the mindset they can't, because it's kind of like the old people, they're like, you have to do what I say. But I'm like, I'm not a child anymore. You see that, and that's the conflict. That's why I say I even stay in the ministry. It's like the old school. I'll put it this way: because of my mindset, usually even my family member, they come down on me. They say, "Why are you so?" There is a French word called laissez-faire. I'm kind of person. I'm like this. You ask me for an advice, I'll give you the pros and cons, but I will never tell you what to do. And people hate that. They'll be like, "Please tell me what to do." I'm like, no. You are a responsible adult. You make the choice. I don't like giving people like telling you do this. You know why? Because people's mindset is when they go and try something you told them to do and it doesn't work, guess who they come back to blame? You. So I'm like, no. I'm gonna give you the choices. You decide, because I don't want to have nothing to do with it. It's like, at the same time, people don't like you to force advice on them, and at the same time, they want you to tell them what to do, so they have somebody to blame. And I've watched people around me who this has happened, And my mindset is, if the young people come to me for advice, I'll give them a choice, but I'll never tell them what to do. And then the older generation, they can't understand it. They're like, why you have to tell? I'm like, and you know what? I see all the time they try to do it on everybody. And I tell them, I'm like, you can't expect people to do what you tell them, even if you're giving them advice. They have to decide. But the older generation never get it.
Wow.
So Smooth was right. He sounded like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
So are you so is that in the plan for you? Is that in the plan for you to get married, have a wife and kids and all the rest of it?
Yes, as I believe having like raising children under a 2-family home is the best tool. Why? Because there's some kind of balance, and you have it's like a company. You gotta have everything together instead of having something missing out. But at the same time, I've seen 2-family homes that got messed up. It's like I look at this with life is about choices. I can't tell you that a 2-family home is best. Why? Because I've seen 2-family homes where the children were the opposite. So at the end of the day, it's a choice. Yes, we can use statistics to be like, okay, this is more likely. Why? Because of how society is structured. But at the same time, we're noticing, especially in American society, that doesn't work anymore. And the old school people can attest to it, because they're saying, okay, if it was perfect, why is it not working right now? Because if it's a sequence, right, from father to son, right, it's passed down, then things will work. But it seems like there's a disconnect and everything is just gone out to crap. And people are trying to figure, okay, maybe there was a loophole here and this and that, but they don't understand that because society has changed. I mean, I'll put it this way. What's the point of marriage when the alphabet people can do it? Sooner or later, people with animals will do it. So it's like, do I want to be rushed? Like when someone think about marriage, I don't want to be involved with animal lovers or alphabet lovers. It's like what's the point? And not only that, marriage was quote unquote religious ritual. Why is the government involved with it? It's somewhat, when you start asking certain questions, people click. I'm like, okay, why do I have to buy a ring? Why does the ring have to do with marriage? And then it's like when you start asking questions like, "Oh, you're a devil," don't ask that question. Just do it. Everybody, do it.
Just do it.
Do it now.
Man, well, things are different now, and I know they're a lot different than 20, 30, 40 years ago. I mean, we're in different times now, and I say again, I can't say this enough. I mean, if I was a guy in my 20s, I mean, I wouldn't be looking to marry no damn body. I mean, when I got married in my 30s too. I mean, when I was in my 20s, I wasn't thinking about marrying anybody. I didn't get married until I was in my 30s. But brothers now say they don't want to get married till they in their 40s, till they 45, till they 50, till they, so I mean,
you think about it though, man. A lot of this young generation uses Instagram women as a imprint. So when you're bringing that into your world, of course, there's not going to be any kind of marriage material for you because you're calling them the wrong people in your space. So that's the thing, is that you got to be a little bit more accountable of what you bring in, because pretty soon it's going to mean, how you got this virus out here now. If you keep doing the whole screwing and doing a whole bunch of stuff, that there's probably going to be something that's going to go through the condom. So you got to, in these times, man, I don't think we really have enough time to be messing around and doing the kind of stuff that people feel that they're fancy free, like the hippie days. I think you have to be more, not just accountable, but plan a little bit more responsible for your future. If you want to have, if you want to have a good life, if you want to be happy. Right now, the kind of chicks that are in our spaces, they just don't have the have the what do you call it, the training, the stuff that is needed. A lot of men know what they need as far as their instincts, and some of them are probably not developed as as the average person, but they still know what a man needs in order to move forward. So when you have somebody that's on the same page with that, I think there'll be lesser a fight. So I feel for the younger brothers, man. I shake my head when they give me these stories, man. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I do too, man. I mean, I feel for him. I feel sorry for him because I know there's slim pickings out there for them, man. I mean, you know, with all the shit that you see, man, the shit you see in your everyday life. Forget the shit you see on media. The shit you see on media will make you not want to fuck with no woman in America at all. So, I mean, it's like crazy. But let me read this super chat from Brother Smooth Vision Media. A good look on the $5 super chat. He said Sergey Brin, YouTube, single. John Kuhn, WhatsApp, single. Collision Brothers, both single. Robert Pera, single. These are just the billionaires. So I guess he's saying, you know, billionaire motherfuckers are single.
That's a small pool, and it's not going to get any greater.
Huh?
That's a small pool, and that's not going to get any greater. What 5 billion? 9%. Like they're saying that's going to be the norm. That what I mean by when they bring that out, they said, "Oh, billionaires are single, so I guess I could do it too." Is this a contest?
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So I'm not sure why these dudes you see the problem like Kevin Samuels said on his last video. You niggas are not serious because you're not taking risk. There's no guaranteed life. Faking like that, you're thinking like a woman. Only woman thinks that there has to be a guarantee. When males start thinking like that, we in trouble. There is no guarantee.
Chaos Reign. You don't have to get married in today's society, bro. Marriage is not necessary.
And your point? What do you mean it's not necessary?
Okay. What I mean is, like, going forward, marriage won't be like a societal norm. If that makes sense. If that makes sense.
You know why it's not supposed to be a societal form?
Why?
You know why?
Yeah.
The reason why it's no longer a societal form is because it's easy to control people once you're divided. When you have something intact, it's very hard to get shit done. You divide them, now I can do anything on them. If you look at the people that's really on top, they have not only families, but they have families within families. And even as hell, go even sick to some even interbreeding with the same families. So they push this narrative to the whole population and start a condition within time said, no, marriage is bad. Don't do it.
Chaos.
No, bro.
Is Kevin Samuels married?
He was married.
Is Kevin Samuels married?
Kevin Samuels married.
Yeah, he was married, yeah. But did he say he was not going to get married again?
Didn't work.
Bro,
is he married?
Marriage is like a big... Bro,
answer the question. Is he say he's not going to get married again?
He said he
was one man. He was once married.
It didn't work.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
I'm not sure if he broke it off or she broke it up.
It won't work. It won't work.
Bro.
So
we had many discussions about this marriage thing, bro. There's no logical reason.
Yeah, only fools
for a man to still be getting married right now.
Silly, it's silly.
Chaos. You were saying that's a small pool, but I just named 4 because I didn't have enough for the super chat, right? I named 4 or 5 people out of 30 billionaires who are single. It's about over 100 millionaires in America alone. I don't want to start going through the millionaires that are single. So I don't really get this whole notion of you got to get married if you're rich or in order to be wealthy, you got to get married. I just gave you literally 3 or 4 people who have contributed a lot to this society, right? And they're not married. They're still single.
Hey, not only that, Smooth, you're going too far. Let's just use the divorce rate, right? Okay, the brother, he's saying you know, based on Kevin Samuels' live stream about taking risk, right? Okay, let's use an example, right? They said the divorce rate is 80%, right? Okay, let's take a bucket, and let's say 80% of the snakes in this bucket are venomous, and 20% are non-venomous. Would you stick your hand in it? Because there's
no, you won't. You won't.
Be stupid to do it. You'd be stupid to do it.
You will be stupid because the risk are that you're gonna get poisoned.
Yeah. So the question: any man with logic will realize it's a losing game. Dump the whole bucket. That's the logic.
Plus, if we're gonna talk Kevin Samuels again, for the whole entire time that you've known Kevin Samuels on YouTube, has he been married in that time?
I have not known the man until recently.
Oh.
So in regards to his background, I don't watch all his videos. Let you know that.
Oh, okay.
I'll say this.
Let me use them when I need it.
And his logic, it makes better sense.
All right.
Now, if he wasn't married at all, then really I wouldn't mention him.
Right. Can I ask Art something? What's up, fellas? Art, are you there, Art?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, Art. How you doing, brother?
I'm just doing grades.
Listen, it's good to hear you. I kind of wanted to have also T-Bot, but in case I guess he's listening, he could help you out. But it's been my experience from talking to married men that they hardly ever advise other men to get married, other young men to get married. Normally, the thing is like, I would really think about it. I wouldn't do it again. The majority, like, really say that they wouldn't do it again. Well, what do you think that is, Art?
Yeah, because basically everybody has their own way of selecting, and then what works for one person doesn't work for another. And so what happens is that, when you're dealing with, I guess, marriage alone and picking the right or the wrong person, you still learn that marriage is not built for everybody. Especially in the society. I'm glad that fasting brought up the part about using the government to approve your marriage when it's supposed to only be between two people, not a piece of paper, not the state. That's what's really making it so bad. Mm-hmm. So if you didn't, and I think that was probably better for me because I got married in Brazil. So
right,
I think things are a little bit.
It is. Believe me, it is. You did a good thing.
Yeah, so it's a little lighter for me.
I happen to know you did a good thing
because I'm under their jurisdiction.
Exactly, and also along with the jurisdiction as far as just the state legal. Also, you're fortunate you have the culture that backs you up as well, because the husband is very well perceived, and it's on your side. Yeah. So you're very fortunate with that. But well, Teapot is on. How you doing, Teapot? Thanks for brother. Thank you.
What's good, brother Marco? I would have to concur with brother Art because I'm a Gen Xer too.
Yes, sir.
And I got married a while ago. I mean, I've known my wife for more than 2 decades, and we quote unquote fucked around, dated, went together, boyfriend and girlfriend for a couple years before we got married. I mean. I did things differently, but I came from a married family. I mean, when my father died, my parents were married for 56 years when my father died. So that's kind of what I grew up in. I grew up in a married family. Always had my father around. I mean, my father didn't die till I was like 37. So my father was always in my life, as a young child, as a teenager, as a young adult. So, I mean, that was kind of what I was groomed and brought up in. I was one of the last because there's 9 of us. All right. I have 8, brothers and sisters beside myself, and there's 9 of us. And I was one of the last ones to get married, believe it or not. My younger sister got married before I did. I mean,
wow.
all my brothers and sisters are married. I mean, I was one of the last holdouts, to be honest. And but when I met my wife, I had already I had played the field. I had, ran around, chased hoes. When I met my wife, I was living by myself. I had my own condo and all that shit. The plethora of hoes. There was no short supply of hoes to screw around with. And, when I met her, I was in my late 20s. I think I was like maybe 28, 29, somewhere in there. And, when she came around, she was different from all the other women I knew. She was different from all the other women I had met in my life. The way she did me, the way she treated me. But I say again, I mean, my wife was raised by an Israelite father. So, she had a great understanding of culture, men versus women. She had that understanding when I met her. So, it was just, she was different from all the women that, and I had a few women around that I thought was cool, but, it was just different. So,
when you meet a woman like that, when you meet a woman like that, there is no men versus women. It's men and women.
Yeah, it was a total different thing. I mean, the way it is now, I mean, I understand why you brothers say the same thing you say, why you think the way you think. I get it. I mean, because I have sons your age. I hear this kind of shit all the time. So because I have sons you guys' age. So I get it. Trust me. I get it.
And this is the thing that I bring up on panels sometimes, and it's mainly the situation with brothers out here in America and some other people too. But on the woman's side, you got women that wear many hats. A lot of them believe in some of their own fantasies to try to make it look real, but it's still not. On the brother's side, where his masculinity is always constantly challenged by everybody, everywhere, even in the home. So when you try to get those two people together and try to live in harmony, make sense of that. How would you be able to, especially today, when you're, like on one side, black women rock, but it's okay for a little boy to wear fingernails and switch around and get sex changes. So this is what the young is up against while we're trying to talk about marriage and relationships. The dysfunction is so big to where, how do you know the person that you're holding hands with is a woman? In the mind or just as much as in the physical.
So, and not only that, you have to think about technology. I think Ramil had a stream a few months back, and I don't know if we had a talk on DJ Kuda or Mr. Fantastic, but think about this. I'll use myself as an example. I'm 34. I'm a trucker. I'm always on the road. I know how to cook. There's no more woman out there who can cook better than me. I make my own clothes. I got dishwasher. Well, I wash my clothes with hand soap. But for my clothes, I got the washer and dryer, right? All the stuff that are around me are done by me and with machines. So it's like, when you think about it, why would I have, quote unquote, a girlfriend or a wife, except if I want to have children? It's like, what's the purpose? Because the Bible, according to the Bible, says a woman is supposed to be a helpmate, right? Well, in my life right now, I don't need a helpmate because I'm doing everything by myself. And I'm comfortable with that. So it's like, when men are starting to read as well, they'll be like, okay, I could have her help me, but I'm like, I'm taking a big chance because this person may not be helpful. It's like, I'm just going to have an extra month to feed at home. It's like, it's pointless. It's like, what's the point? So the whole reason why young men today, I would say the best advice is to focus and build your wealth, because you have to use statistic and logic. It's expensive to raise a child. And as a father, what is what I want to complain here in the manosphere about fathers not being in the home? Okay, here's the question. If you're a man who works 6 days a week and you only come back on Sunday and you're too tired to do anything, you just go to bed, how are you going to spend time with your children if you got 5 or 6 of them? Referring to how much, as black people, we like to have, multiple children. But let's say you have 3 kids and you work 6 days a week. How much time are you going to spend with your children in a year? They will never see you because you're always gone. So it's like, okay, you complain on one end about fathers not being in home, but then you turn around and do the same thing. There are many reasons why a father is not in the home, but how are you going to help change that cycle when you're actually contributing to the same thing? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, this is what I've been noticing, and I kind of read between the lines. Lines. I'm sorry. People
lie sometimes too.
Yeah, we listen to them, but I think overall, man, the things that people are not saying, but I can hear it. I think a lot of these brothers want to be fathers, and a lot of these brothers want to have sons. But the problem is, there's a lot of shit in the way.
Yep.
I mean, let's just keep that real, man. It's you know, the thing is, I want to have a son, but I don't want to be taken to the cleaners because I got with the wrong chick.
Yep.
So this is the thing where, you know, I mean, we're getting older. You know, some of us are about to check out and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And you would like to have a son to carry on your legacy, even if you came from a broken home yourself. I mean, some people would want, you know, mainly a son. I don't hear too many brothers say, "Man, I want a daughter," but usually brothers want a son legacy to carry on the greatness, and then say, "Hey, man, you know, this is me, and this is the, you know, he's a CEO now, and you know, all this kind of shit." So I think mainly what I said earlier in Mr. Fantastic's panel, if you got your, I guess we're gonna use game again, huh? If you got your paper game up, if you got your pocket game up to where you're a man of means, then hell, I mean, you have more choices. So because I think a lot of people are with some of these chicks that are dysfunctional is because they have no choice. That's all they can settle for, you know. But if you have your paper, and the thing is, if you got your paper, you got to be responsible who you choosing, man. Hell, I wouldn't mind investing in a private investigator. Sound weird, but
no, I mean, it's just
only that old.
Well, it's something like, well, it's just, for some reason, most of the guys that I know that got married, what you just said, is something that the due diligence that people just don't do.
Yeah,
they don't do that due diligence of, I would say, her family. Did you check her family's health? Is there like schizophrenia in her family? Is there a history of this disease, that disease? They never do that. They never ever check. They don't even have the chick take a physical. They don't do anything. They just go on faith. They're like, oh, I like her, I love her, and I'm going forward. I'm like, really? You didn't really like do all this? I was like, no, what for, man? I love her. So how stupid could you be?
And I think Jerome Whitehead is Cocaine Kales.
Oh, yeah.
See, Marco, what you're talking about? This is how in Africa, that's why they say your family name is important. The reason why you have in Africa, they say, hey, don't marry into that family. Their women are this and this. Oh, don't marry into that family. Their men are like that. Because the family name stays. That's the reason why, you know, even in ancient time, your family name was important. You had to either honor it or dishonor it. So, for an example, when me and my family sometimes we were talking about, you know, marriage, we even back in Congo when we were young, we were being told to say, hey, don't marry into that tribe because they're women, they're very loose, right? So it's like you grow up with this mindset, so you know that be like, hey, this woman may be beautiful, but man, I'm like, we know their customs. It's like there's one tribe in Congo where their tribe is known. Like the woman will go and sleep with another man and have his child, and guess what? She brings it to the man, and the man knows that is not his child. But guess what? In their culture, he's gonna raise it as his own. How fucked up is that?
Well, it happens in this culture too, man. Don't worry about that.
But he knows. He's
exactly. It happens this, but he just doesn't know it. A lot of times they do know, but just don't want to say anything. I know that too.
Okay, I you got some feedback in your
yeah, you feedback right there.
With me or
you?
Is it me?
That's better.
Oh, that's not me. Okay,
that was somebody.
That was Chaos. Hey, y'all.
Okay.
And I mentioned one time, I don't know if it was on DJ Kuda, Marco, if you remember, where I mentioned that me and my family were talking about marriage and children. And then I mentioned that my wife, before I can sign the birth certificate, she will have to do a DNA test as soon as my baby is born. And they all the women was like, oh, that means you don't trust. I'm like, no, it doesn't mean anything. It just means I want to be sure. And that's another thing. See, women, they will use logic and try to say, oh,
no,
it's
not logic.
They try to put the feelings.
That's
and guess
logic.
what? Even worse, the men were defending it.
So you wanting the DNA is logic.
Yes.
That's logic.
The only person who said it with me was my own cousin. And he said, you know what? What fasting is saying is logical. Even some men were agreeing with the women. And, you know, at that moment, I'm like, man, you can't win, because that's why I read this book called Outwitting the Devil, where it says 98% of people are drifters, meaning 90% of people are programmed to follow a certain program, and there's nothing you can do once you break out of that program. That's why I put my name, Black Pill. Once you know the truth and you know how people think, it's like
it's like you're watching robots do their job.
Yeah.
And if you try to tell the robot, hey, you're a robot, he's like, I'm not a robot.
Yeah. I'm doing my thing. I'm happy doing what I'm doing. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. That's what they say.
That's why, like us, they had to kill them in society because we are like a disease. And that's why now they can't kill us, so they have to make us crazy. They have to call us loony. Oh, you hey, you people, you don't want to follow the program because you're gonna die out. But I'm like, wait, if I understand DNA, even if I don't have children, even I want to have them, my brother, if he has a child, it's still mine because we share the same blood. He's me. That's why in the Bible he had the rule: if a brother dies without having children, his younger brother would take his wife. The firstborn between that union would take on my name or the name of the brother who died, and the children that follow.
Don't go into that funny stuff, all right? Don't go into that funny.
Marco,
why don't you read me Superman? I mean, might as well.
Marco, don't you want to bring in your?
Bring me Aquaman. Why don't you read me? You know what?
Marco, I'll be bothering you. I'm like, Marco,
just read me Superman. What did Khaled say when he brought that? Why don't you read me that one, brother?
Marco, we need another copy of you, man. We need another copy.
No, I think you've had enough. I think one's enough, man. I'm cool with that. No, I'm cool with that one. I don't even think about that.
Marco, come on.
Loic says Simp Tribe.
We need to manipulate you, and we have to hypnotize you so you can do it. just buy my book, 1999, called "How to Hypnotize Marco."
Yeah, no, but it's funny.
That announcement. I have a feeling that Jerome Whitehead is Cocaine Kills, y'all.
Why do you think so? Why do you think so?
Because that's what she's known for, is changing profiles and fucking with people. Because she's a chat character. So this is another version of her right there. So
wait, who's that?
So you're saying it's a Cocaine Kills prototype?
Well, no. It's just a thought, like a fake
profile.
Fake profile.
She's an Avatar queen. So this is it. So everything that's suspect, I'm calling her out.
And it says right there.
I have kind of wondered about their comments as well, especially because they always never fail to put those two fire signs behind it all the time. Always putting those blanket statements and shit. Yeah.
Or he can get on the panel. There's a spot, right? There's a spot right there.
Yeah, so they got. So that's what I'm thinking. I mean, when you in male spaces, man, they keep fucking doing chaotic shit in the chat. That's her MO.
Weirder things have happened.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Man.
Much more strange things have happened,
especially with brothers.
The marriage topic is very triggering in the manosphere.
Well, yeah, it's funny. It's really strange. This topic is really strange because
it's profiles on Facebook too. So don't give me that shit either.
That doesn't work. Yeah, that's all. You can get on the. I mean, you can get on the. Right now, get up and talk.
Instagram,
right?
all that. So come on now.
So you're asking, have them come on your channel and just get up on the panel
on like a thumbnail, like Mark always say, and they start lusting. They're like, "Hey, little mama," like I'm like, dude, I'm like, I just don't understand. I'm like, how do you know it's not a man? Like, come on, man. It's like,
okay, that Jerome, that was you doing the drive-bys the other day.
No, not me.
Jerome, well, that was funny. He was doing. If he was the one doing the Bernie Mac, doing the drive-bys. He did a drive-by on everybody with the different voices. That was you. That was funny.
Funny.
That was real funny. He talked and he clowned everybody. He got everybody. Yeah. He was Oscar. He was everybody.
I don't believe that whole thing anymore with the whole you gotta be married to be wealthy and stuff. There's too many examples out here of people that are not married. You understand me? They're freaking heiresses and heirs in Europe that are worth $7.8 billion and all of that shit. And they're in their late 30s, some in their early 40s and stuff.
But also they're
not married.
You're right, Smooth. And also people have to be realistic. I get tired of hearing wealth.
What is wealth?
I get tired of people saying that. I get tired of people saying that.
What you got to remember too, y'all, is that a lot of these people that do all these big things, we don't get to meet them, and we don't even get to see them.
Yeah.
You know, they do a lot of big shit that we never even know about or even privy as far as the process of doing it. You know, a lot of things we're talking about is stuff that we see on the surface.
Yeah, they probably stretch the fuck out. Like
and so are the stats that are being read saying that 85% of rich people or wealthy people all get married. I mean, that's surface too, if we want to look at it that way.
I think
image.
I think the thing that people are talking about is how like people from other countries get down and stuff like that. But when we're out here in the Western society with Americans and stuff like that, it's kind of hard to vision because American society is not really a family oriented place.
Individualistic more is it the individual more than anything. That's what it's
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is an individual. It's like that's what I was saying. You can't fit something from a time where it worked into a time where it's not working. Like even when I came here 20 years ago, I already understood that America is an individualist. That's why I said the whole idea of community can never work in America, because if you look at it, everybody mind their own business. So how can you have a community where everybody is individualist? It's never gonna work.
Yeah, and I always come from the whole aspect too. You know, the realism of the whole. I mean, that's like people also or skip that all the time. That a lot of the problems come from the whole, or from the lack of whole, or from the whole frustration.
And you got to remember too, a lot of the millionaires that we talk about, well, not always talk about, but a lot of millionaires and billionaires, when they get married, there's usually something attached to it where they're getting something out of it.
Yeah, of course. But I would say the whole aspect is something that people don't discuss a lot. What I mean by the whole aspect is whenever you meet the woman, obviously you're interested in the whole.
Yeah.
You want that whole. That's really the first thing that attracts you, and that's what you want, the whole. Whether it be to treat it as an amusement park, or to have something come out of it that you want to raise for whatever reason. But that's really what it is, the whole. And then as time goes by, I just see that the most of the men that I know is that whole. It's like it's a frustration. They can't get it. They won't let them borrow it. They have to fucking manipulate. They have to run game to get it. They have to manipulate. They have to be constantly trying to buy it, getting coupons for it. I'm like, wait a minute, that was the whole reason to get it. So what's the point of being married then if you don't have the whole?
Well, don't forget, I am the prize. I got my degree.
I respect all of you brothers up on this panel, but it's 1 o'clock, so I must kick you off.
It's 1 o'clock, so we gotta kick rocks.
But I said that. I've been kicked out of worse than better, so I'm cool.
So any parting shots? Go ahead.
My parting shots is that Jerome Whiteset has something to do with Cocaine Kale, because nobody goes at me in chats like that. So
he went at you. He goes at you.
He does. So that's a clue right there.
Oh no, Jerome, you better cut it the fuck out, bro.
Yeah, that's a clue right there. That's either Cocaine Kale or someone that's involved or works for her.
So who could actually have a problem with art and the style?
Exactly.
So she was kicked out of my camp. I didn't want to deal with her no more. So therefore, since she can't come back in the manosphere, whatever.
As a he, huh? She is a he, huh? Wow.
Yep.
Wow. All right.
I'm calling out.
Well, and thanks for having me up, Teapot. I just I always keep trying to educate on the chat. I try to educate as well.
Even that's his real picture he's working for.
You always welcome up here, brother. You already know, man. You're always welcome up here.
Thank you, sir. Have a good evening. Hey, fellas, I'll see you guys somewhere else.
All right, Marco. See you on the next one.
Right, peace.
Anybody else? Parting shots?
Yeah, Teapot, thank you for letting me on and stuff. I think what you do with these debates are legendary. You're way, and I come from the Sonetta era, from that space. You understand me? It's so organized. I love it. Seriously. Much respect to you, and thanks for having me up, bro.
We appreciate it, brother. We're trying to make it better, man. We constantly working on it.
And you're gonna get better. You really gonna. It's gonna get much better for you, man. Definitely, man. Much
I
respect,
certainly
brother.
hope. I certainly hope so, brother, and I appreciate it, man. You're welcome up here anytime, brother. Anybody else?
All right, so anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and finish grading these papers.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I think say no to drugs and stay in school, and don't be starting forest fires.
I know you're usually busy Thursday nights, brother Art, but tomorrow we're going to be talking about the chaos of child support in custody. You know, if you ain't doing nothing, man, you know, if you get a little free time, come through tomorrow.
Okay, I'll shoot through, man.
All right, my man.
All right, peace out. Peace.
Yeah,
brother
peace.
Chaos.
Yeah, man. You say my name. That's gonna happen tonight, tomorrow. Is that gonna be what it's gonna be? Chaos. Black man are saying I'm sick and tired of giving this BITCH, this government my money off because I like to stick my dick in busting her. I should not try to give her nothing. I shouldn't give her no child support either. I should not give this government nothing. But you know, the man said, "What? You better run them pockets." So anyway, you're gonna avoid it. I tell most niggas, either your pull-out game better be strong, or you're gonna have to wear a Jimmy. It's one or the other. I know most niggas don't want to wear the Jimmy, so I say you better start practicing, niggas. But in closing note, it was an interesting debate. I'll go back to replay here what I missed. I've noticed the judging and the people on here is biased. They're kind of weird that they're giving Ramil every win. He has not proven not one win in my book, as I see most of these debates. Even one with Supreme King Kun, which I think that he might be able to beat. And Supreme King Kun, like always, shocked me and beat him flat out. But that's another story. But like I said, you know, as long as we have a crowd like this, say, you know, I just vote for him because I like Ramil. Or like I said, you know, that's not debate. That's not logic. You're just there just to give, but you're not listening. But anyway, thank you again for having me up. Take care.
Absolutely, brother. Anytime. And good look on the on that Cash App, Fasting for Life. Good look on that, brother. And also, I got another Cash App from brother CRU. Good look on that, brother CRU. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate those Cash Apps, brothers. Good look on that. Yeah, we're gonna close out and another debate in the books, y'all. You know, Wednesday night is debate night here on the TPOT YouTube page. But y'all heard it already. Next week, D. Durrell versus Mr. Fantastic. That one's already gonna be in the books. So go ahead, keep your eyes open for the thumbnail. They're going to be debating next Wednesday on the TPOT YouTube page, and they will be debating whether or not more black men should become red pill. So that's going to be good. All right. So make sure you have your black behinds here next Wednesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time on the TPOT YouTube page. You know. Also, a few programming notes, more like a reminder. Tomorrow, going to have my man Perfect Blackness and Mr. Palmer will be here tomorrow, and we will be talking about the chaos of custody and child support. So make sure you have your black behinds here tomorrow, also 9:30 p.m. Eastern time on the TPOT YouTube page. Check out Mr. Palmer and Perfect Blackness. They will be coming through tomorrow night to talk about this child support and custody thing, so you don't want to miss it. All right. So in closing, I'm going to say this. If it were 1975 or 1985 or 1995, I would probably say it would be better for brothers to take the leap at a younger age. But nowadays it's different. I mean, I think it has a lot to do with how you live your lifestyle. I mean, if you're not a man that's designed for family life, or you don't take things on in family life, it's probably hard for you to create a family. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe that families should be created. I believe that black men should be carrying on their legacies and all of that. I believe in that. I live by that. But I also feel like you shouldn't be jumping into something that you're not ready for. And the only person who knows that you're ready for that is you. So if you're a person that feels like you're not ready for that type of commitment, don't jump into it. Don't jump into something that you're already convinced of that you're not ready for. Because at least you have that knowledge to know that, hey, I'm not ready for this. So if you're not ready for it, you're not ready for it. So I don't think anyone can force you into going into it. Not your parents, not some woman, not society at large. Because only you're going to know when you're ready for something. And to be honest with you, you may have to do a few things in your life, mature a little bit, grow a little bit to get to where you want to get to. I completely understand that. I get it. But I also would not advise you brothers to fear taking that leap, jumping the broom. I wouldn't advise you to fear that either, especially if you find somebody that you think is the right one. But the only person that can decide that is you. No one can decide that for you. So just be careful. Be careful, brothers, how you move. Because like I've been saying all night, I get it. I know what y'all up against. And I understand why y'all think the way y'all think and see things the way you see things and carry yourselves the way you carry yourselves and why you vet the way you vet. Because we living in some crazy times, boy. And I feel sorry for you young men. I do. I can't say that enough. I feel sorry for you young men. I do. Because I know what you're up against. I know what you're up against. And I don't want to see y'all get caught out there on some BS, man. You know? So if taking your time is the best way for you to circumnavigate your life, I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. Because sometimes patience is a virtue. Patience can make the difference in life or death sometimes. And when you're talking about something that serious, because don't get me wrong, it's serious, man. That's a serious thing. And you only want to do it once, I would imagine. So if you think you ain't ready, you're probably not. But if you think you are ready, you probably are. But there's only one person who can determine that. And that's you. All right? All right. So, another debate in the books, like I said. Good debate. I appreciate the debaters coming on tonight. Good stuff. I appreciate all the brothers. But now, what I want you to do is get your black behinds down to Facebook. And the Facebook page is Prophet of Thought Series on Facebook. Prophet of Thought, one word series, the next word on Facebook. Go ahead, like the page, follow the page, share the page. You can even drop or extra line on the page, and I'm guaranteed to get back to you within 24 and 168 hours. You can always keep up with what's going on the TPOT YouTube page on there as well. So go ahead and like the page, follow the page, share the page. You know what to do. And while you're on Facebook, get your black behinds down to the Prophet of Thought Series fan group page. That's the Prophet of Thought Series fan group page on Facebook. Go ahead, request to be a member. You're guaranteed to get in there quick. Trust me, I'm an admin now. So if you have any problems, just drop me a line. I'll make sure you get on up in there. All right. It's a fan page. It's a group page. So, you know, it's a whole bunch of folks down there posting, doing all kinds of foolishness. So you ain't just got to listen to old X run his mouth all the time. There's other fools down there running their old mouths as well. Also, check us out on WhatsApp and Instagram. That's Prophet of Thought. Leave out the series on Instagram. That's Prophet of Thought. Leave out the series on Instagram. Go ahead, follow us on Instagram. You guaranteed to get a follow back. And you know we're going to end the night like this. Yeah. Get your black behinds down to Twitter. The Twitter handle is at TPOT Media on Twitter. That's at TPOT Media on Twitter. Go ahead. Follow us on Twitter. Because if you don't, will I haunt you in your dreams? I will bring you into the dream that I haunt your old mama with, and I'll make you help me haunt her black ass too. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight, man. I want to thank these good folks in the chat, man. My moderators always doing what they got to do. But most importantly, man, I want to thank you for hanging out with us, man, spending some time with us, watching us. It's always appreciated because it's always good to be up here with you good folks. Y'all know y'all my folks no matter what. I want to thank my debaters, Brother BMT and Brother Ramil Amir. And I want to thank my timekeeper, Brother Supreme. And I also want to thank all the brothers that came on afterwards to contribute to the conversation. It's always appreciated. It is. And make sure you have your black behinds here tomorrow, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time on the TPOT YouTube page, because we will be throwing down again. So, with that, folks, I will leave you with 3 words. You know, like I always do.
Open your mind. The Prophet of Thought.
Peace, folks.
Open your mind. 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 Open your mind.
Only from the Prophet of Thought Series Media.
Open your mind.